Very well. Let this abomination unto the Lord begin.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Planet Express Delivery Podcast, the show where three functional alcoholics sit in a dive bar and talk about Futurama. I'm going to try to get through this intro pretty quickly. Just if you want to contact the show, send us an email, planetexpresspod@gmail.com. Find us on Twitter at PlanXPodcast. Like our Facebook page, Planet Express Delivery Podcast. Also, you can find our media group, Shady Voices Media, on pretty much all of the social media sites. If you want to support the show, please go to iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, any of the other podcast hosting services, and please subscribe and leave a review. Also, if you would like, you can check out the Shady Voices Media merch store. Follow the link in the episode description, and that'll take you there. We have a bunch of pretty cool designs up right now, but we're always on the lookout for more. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to contact us through any of the aforementioned methods, and that is much appreciated. For this episode, we talked about the why of Fry with our occasional co-host, our friend Ashlie Kenny, and our good friend Tessa Bower. Both have been on the show before, and we're excited to have them back. We're all a little bit tipsy for this. I think some more than others, me noticeably. But it was still a ton of fun, and just a heads up, we may be releasing a bonus episode later this week with the, 20 minutes of introductory banter that we were doing during mic checks, so just keep an eye out for that later in the week. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else to tell you guys here in the beginning. Just thanks for listening and enjoy the podcast.
1, 2, 3.
Green right now.
He's got his Green Lantern shirt on.
Love it.
Have we started the podcast?
No.
I said returning guest. I did not introduce you.
Yeah, you didn't even say our name.
Well,
Here's these bitches.
we got our topic.
Here are these vaginas.
So the returning folks are Tessa
Yeah, that's me.
and Ashlie.
That's me.
That's me. And they're back. And they're ready to do this.
Baby!
They're back. You big dummy.
You big old dummy!
Basically, what I had done was I complained about the fact that I ran here. Like, I barely washed my face, and I ran here because I thought it started at 1.
Oh, you were here a little early. That's not bad.
We'll release all that opening banter as just a bonus later.
Yeah, you can edit it to that way. That effect.
I
All right.
can edit it to that way because I fucking know how.
And you have a computer.
Yeah. Well, so does Ashlie now.
I do. I have a laptop now.
Teach her how to edit.
I will.
Excellent. All right, let's roll into the show. Get the synopsis going. We're pulling
Okay.
this up. We are 18 minutes in, people. Chop, chop.
All right.
We're here today to talk about The Why of Fry, written by David X. Cohen.
Excellent.
The synopsis is a quick one this week. Fry's importance is confirmed when Nibbler enlists his aid to defeat the brain spawn. Meanwhile, Leela dates some jerk that sounds like Bob Odenkirk.
Wait, is that the actual synopsis, or is that your synopsis?
That's our synopsis.
Oh my
Fired
god.
We fired
So you
the
started
synopsis
writing your
writer.
own synopsis?
Yeah.
Or synopses?
Synopsis.
Synopsis?
Synopsises.
Synopses.
Synapse.
I thought we decided on this.
Synapse.
Synapses.
Yes.
Synapse.
No, I'm pretty sure it's
We got there
synopsis.
together.
Synopsis? Whatever. Who the
Yeah,
fuck
just
knows?
synopsis. I'm pretty
It took James and I like 15 minutes earlier to figure out how to make the internet work, so
Yeah.
both of our brains together,
Couldn't
15 minutes.
figure out how to access her Gmail account on YouTube because we're fucking dummies.
Just never mind. I'm not
Oh,
getting
by
it.
the way, make sure you sign me out so you're not buying anything with my card.
Right.
I'm more concerned about getting what happened earlier, the 20 unread emails that showed up in my notifications.
Oh, only 20?
What's going on?
Wait, for the podcast?
No, for your Gmail account.
Oh, no, don't worry. They're all fine.
It's all porn.
Yeah, porn.
Tentacles, 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 tentacles.
Spectacles, then tentacles.
You know, I already have one giant tattoo that involves tentacles, and I just think that I just need a lot more tattoos that involve tentacles.
Okay, do we want to get into this now?
Yeah, let's just start it. Let's start rolling. I mean,
Well,
obviously.
let me open up my notes.
Yeah, get that on audio.
Okay.
It's coming in nice.
All right.
Nicely.
Good. It's fine. I have no space. All right. Got him. Ready.
You can really hear the analog note-taking.
Like, oh, you're breaking up. Can't hear you.
Breaker.
So where does this episode start off?
It's in the Planet Express building, and Ashlie and
Oh,
I had
return.
remarked earlier on the first thing. When did Zoidberg get a blowhole?
Holy shit, you're right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's part of the cockatieling.
What? No,
Yeah.
No, but it just shows up as a straight blowhole on the top of his head.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we do skip a part because he's saying like Philip J. Fry reporting for duty, and it's Dr. Zoidberg, like he's brining himself.
And Philip is in a fucking uniform that I've
Yeah,
never
like
seen them
a
in before.
Yeah.
Like a
spacesuit.
legit, like they've never had to be in a spacesuit before. And he
He's-
just shows up in a fucking red spacesuit.
They
It's
go
probably the
full,
most
Armageddon.
serious.
Yeah.
It's oh my god.
Was
It's
Oh.
so Armageddon. You're right. That's a very Armageddon space.
He's
totally
so Owen Wilson.
Owen
I was gonna
Wilson.
say Bruce Willis.
Is Owen Wilson in that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, he does. He says
me.
Dr. Zoidberg soaking in
Okay,
blood.
so in Armageddon.
No, we're not getting it.
This is not an Armageddon podcast.
So who here aside from me likes to cook?
Raising hand right now.
Yeah, Tessa raised her hand.
I gave like a wavy so-so motion of the
I
hand.
love to brine. I like brining. Mainly pork chops.
Ooh. Oh. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you gotta brine those fucking pork
Yeah,
chops.
you do.
And a brine is basically like a water soak.
It's like salt
Water,
water.
vinegar.
Yeah, water, vinegar.
acid
You
soak.
could add sugar, salt, herbs.
Spices.
Yeah, you soak the meat in it so the meat
Boozes.
absorbs all of that.
Fruits of any kind.
All of them.
So Zoidberg is brining himself.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is actually a real thing since he is like a crustacean. So he has a hard outer shell. So the brine ain't actually gonna do shit.
I'm just like a bath for him, maybe.
But anyway,
Well, as someone who likes it, is there any significance? It looks like it has a milky quality to it, the brine. Is there any reason for that, or is it just for the grossness of
Extra
it?
salt.
Extra-
Guaranteed it's super salty.
Yeah,
Okay.
it might be super salty. That's gonna change the.
Now all these jokes
Viscosity.
revolving around him, like the blowhole, like he always has weird shit appearing out of nowhere.
One never knows what happens with Zoidberg.
Exactly.
I've just never seen the blowhole.
And it's never seen again.
Yeah.
I don't think.
No, that's it.
I can't remember another episode right
The
now.
cocktail thing returns.
Yeah, that
all
does.
the time.
Yeah.
But like other little things, like in later episodes, you will see like weird parasites and shit
Yeah.
on him.
Well, even-
or come out of him.
Like in the previous episode, what was it? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
He goes through all of his different
Yes.
forms. There's
Exactly.
no fucking blowhole involved.
Well, that's all like aquatic, weird aquatic
Parasitic.
animals.
But it almost
creatures.
it's almost made to seem like it's a thing that happens because he shoots all of this brine out of his blowhole. It lands on Amy, who's reading a book. It's like Martians are from Mars and
Venusians are from Venus.
But so he blasts her with this shit from his blowhole, and she just wipes it off. No, like that's the only time you see Amy.
But as we mentioned in the last episode, and I just want to bring it up again, Zoidberg is always Zoidberg. Even when he reverts to his most infantile form, he is still the demeanor of an old Jewish man.
Vaudevillian.
Yeah.
So, funny story.
Yeah. Who wants to hear it?
There's a little bit of Ayn Rand in that.
Oh god.
Jesus.
I think we talked about her last time too.
Did we?
How
Maybe.
often are you guys talking about Ayn Rand?
Alarmingly a lot.
It comes up a lot, like
Good grief!
odd conversations about Ayn Rand and L. Ron Hubbard seem to be popular with us.
You know, I have a really
Yeah.
hard time. I mean, okay.
If
we're
you
not
haven't
gonna-
already, listen to our L. Ron Hubbard episode. It's
No,
insane.
I don't even want to get into Scientology, but let's just talk about of religion, quote unquote, that follow his teeth. I don't know why it always goes back to his teeth. There's no fucking way that I could like believe in anything that was made up by a man with those kind of teeth.
I don't even know what his teeth look like, so I have no frame of reference.
Well, I mean, he's dead, but I mean, when he was alive, his
They
teeth
look
looked
real
like
bad.
his teeth looked like butter,
Ew.
like gross
Like
butter.
the color of this.
Like, I'm sorry, you can't create a religion but not take care of your fucking teeth.
Well,
It's
no,
just not
he
a
looks
thing.
like shit.
Have you read his manifesto?
Was that the one about the snakes? Wasn't that? It wasn't one of his fears, like, or no, those were his personal affirmations, right?
Manifesto.
One of my
One of his affirmations was
Tomato,
something about
tomato.
like there aren't snakes living under your bed.
one of my favorite
There aren't.
things
Yeah.
from
Because
his.
everyone's concerned about snakes under your
Yeah.
bed. Oh my
No,
God.
that is. I remember that one. It's just snakes are not dangerous to you. There are no snakes at the bottom of your bed.
Yes, that's what it was.
The man was
Yeah.
clearly insane.
And that was a
We
personal
are-
affirmation. That was something that he repeated to himself daily. Daily.
And as Dave has said, this was not a manifesto because this was not put out into the world. He was
No.
not trying to convince
These were his-
anyone else of this.
Just himself. These were his personal affirmations.
This is like his personal diary that is just like, you're not afraid of snakes. You don't masturbate.
The last
Ah!
thing, the last thing I will say about this is David Miscavige. Where the fuck is Shelley? We all want to know where the fuck Shelley Miscavige is. She's living on Gold Base.
Oh.
Patricia and I know this. She's living on Gold Base. She's been cleaning floors with a toothbrush for the
What's your
past
basement
5
look
years.
like?
Oh, goodness gracious.
All right,
Anyway.
onward and upward.
Didn't this used to be a Futurama podcast?
We used to deliver packages.
Oh shit,
too.
is that what I'm on?
Oh no, because the Bender and Leela come back from the mission, and they got medals.
Yes. No, Fry completely missed the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wondering where the crew was. They magically, or not magically, appear.
Well, I like that Zoidberg packs Fry a lunch, and it's the same toy surprise as last time.
And just like a child who goes to McDonald's,
It's the same
very
toy.
disappointed.
Yeah, I would be too.
I would be as well.
Yeah.
I have too many of those toys.
Do you remember like being a kid and going to McDonald's and getting like the different? You had to get like the set of toys.
Well, no. Well, here's the thing. But there was also the girl toys and the boy toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was either like, do you want the girl toy or the boy toy?
Is it a girl
Seriously.
or the boy?
I always asked for the boy toys. They
I
were
as
always
well.
way fucking cooler.
Yes, they
Yeah.
were. I want the Batman. I don't want Jasmine.
Transforming burger.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Transform that burger into a power fighting dude.
I just remember when they, if you guys, this
They
is
had the
going a
coolest
little bit back
Power
when they
Ranger toys.
had, when they re-released Inspector Gadget,
Ugh.
when they did the like new movie with Matthew
Yeah.
Broderick.
No. Nope.
You're just not having it?
I'm out.
You're not. You're done.
I'm out. I'm a huge Inspector Gadget fan. Fuck that movie.
I agree, but McDonald's did the toy release where it's just like each meal you got a different like part of Inspector Gadget.
So you could build your own.
So you had to like, so you had to go there like, I don't know, like 8 times to get the full thing. So you just in one
Tessa
like
is shaking her head here. In the
one
background.
toy would just be like a disembodied arm,
I fucking hate it.
and so I was like, this is when I'm like fucking 6 years old, and I'm like
What is
adamant.
this, 2002 when you're 6 years old?
No, it was last year.
Fucker.
We're bringing youngins into the bar now.
Damn it.
Yeah, so you just get like a disembodied arm, and it's just like you've got to keep coming back to McDonald's to get your chicken nuggets, and you build your fucking Inspector Gadget.
Build your Matthew Broderick Inspector Gadget. That's fucking shit.
You are so fucking angry
I'm
about
so mad about the Matthew Broderick Inspector Gadget because I grew up in the 80s on Inspector Gadget. Don't even get started.
Well,
No justice deserved.
I was pissed off when I would go back to McDonald's, get another Happy Meal, and get the same fucking disembodied arm that I had already gotten. Just like, this isn't gonna help me build the Inspector.
That's because you went back on the same week. You gotta go a different week. That's how you get them different cash prizes.
That is how it works.
That's how it is. Or you just throw it back in their stupid fucking faces and say, give me a different piece.
Where were you to tell me this when I was 6 years old last year?
Probably fucking 18 and drunk.
Somewhere. Somewhere drunk.
Somewhere drunk and making bad decisions.
Bad decision.
Or great decisions, depending upon my life.
Depending upon your opinion of the situation, I guess.
This is going to be alcohol, estrogen-fueled podcast.
I love it. I love it.
Saucy as shit.
Oh, it's so sassy.
Saucy.
Well, let's,
Plan Express Delivery Podcast. We're sassy now.
Yeah. Very sassy.
Well, it's
Meow.
Pride Weekend, bitches.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That explains the giant pride flag out here that I saw on the way here.
Did you drive down Front Street? There's like a bazillion pride flags.
I did not see that.
And the second they set them up, I was yelling down the street, "Yes, Queen! Yes, Queen!"
No, girl.
Yes, 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 yes. I was very happy to see it.
I forgot.
Love my pride.
I completely forgot that was going on, but I also have been drunk for 3 days.
Wait, what's happening?
You are in a
Talking about
constant
pride.
state of
Oh, fuck
drunkenness
yeah.
right now.
Happy Pride Day.
I feel like if you
Thank you.
stop drinking,
Yeah, happy fucking Pride Day, seriously.
I'm proud.
the collective
Yeah, you should.
hangover might kill you all if you stop
I
drinking.
believe my one roommate is actually working Lancaster
You'll be all right.
Lancaster Pride today.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Once you get to work.
Once I get to work, I have so many boozes available to me. I've
Where
powered
have,
through. I've got a huge couch and a big screen TV in my office.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
fine.
All right,
Okay.
Y'all should come do the delivery podcast at my office sometime.
We
Full
should.
face, and it's not just a pickup line.
Hey,
Come
baby.
on by. Come
Mind
on by. Late night
I
Saturday.
love it.
Mind if I podcast all up on you?
I don't.
Hey, Sally, you know it. Oh, boy.
Odd.
Where the hell even? We're about like 40 seconds into this episode.
I just got back from the bathroom. I have no idea where anyone
No,
is.
we're
Not
just all
farther
over the
at
fucking
all.
place now.
They got medals.
Yes.
Oh, we're still at They Got Medals. Actually, that's
well-
awesome because Zoidberg does lean over and he does that whole, like, he kind of whispers, he's like, they got medals. Well, because Fry had been talking about it, it's like, they can't, he's like, I'm the delivery boy. He's like, they can't, they can't do
They
this
can't do
mission
it,
without
yeah.
me.
But apparently,
Oh, they totally
Oh,
did. Oh, but
and well.
but when Leela and Bender are high-fiving, she's like, way to go, team.
Yeah.
Such a slap in the face.
womp womp.
They also chest bump, which is awesome.
This leads us further in, though.
Yeah.
Fry comes to the conclusion that he's not really needed, or
Yeah.
something. to
Well, he
that
keeps
Yeah.
bringing up, well, fine. They're like, nope.
Yeah.
Like, they just keep saying, nope, nope.
Bender's great. Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Got me. And
I mean, he's only really a part of the company because he's the
Related,
professor's great infinity uncle.
Yeah.
Even though we'll get into the nasty
Weird
and the
how-
pasty of it. I love that little dance that you just.
The past nastification. Literally anything horrible I've ever done is now considered a past fuck me.
Past nastification.
A past
I got you.
nastification.
All right, well, I'm gonna throw that couch that you had to disinfect up in that.
Oh! Don't even get me started.
That was past nastification.
That was
No,
past
that
nastification.
wasn't that
And you know
past.
who had to clean that past nastification? Me. Me, baby. Me.
None of our listeners know what the fuck
No, I
we're
didn't
talking
think-
about.
I
All I
think
gotta
we're gonna
say
bring
is
that up.
Finger Bang Gang 2017. And everybody at this table knows what it is. Y'all don't.
womp womp.
Yeah, that's a Do you even know what that's about?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god! Wow.
I mean,
Phil,
James
you have
may or
to
may
fill
not
in,
have
Dave.
been kicked out of an establishment.
He
for-
wasn't kicked
I was
out.
not kicked out. I was asked to tone it down.
You were reprimanded for finger
for
banging
finger banging.
a person during an event.
James.
Respect, but like discretion, friend.
There was no penetration.
You were knuckle deep, my friend.
Nuts deep.
James.
It was basically dry humping.
No, it was basically finger banging. Don't make me go white girl.
That is past notification.
And then you were like, I don't even care. I'll do it again.
I'm dead.
On your deck. I'll do it in your basement. I'll do it in your pool room. I'll do it in your dark room. I don't even care.
Oh my god.
I'm sure I sounded exactly like
You
that.
sounded exactly like a drunk white girl.
And really, isn't that what we all aspire
It's
to?
funny, yeah.
A drunk white girl?
Thankfully, it's not too difficult for me.
White girl wasted.
Outstanding.
Thank you.
Alright, so I'm moving us along. I
I need more.
Look at you.
I'm trying. I'm
Look at
trying
you being
to
responsible.
move the podcast along. Alright, so at this point Fry is, I don't know, distraught about this whole situation. The only thing he's good for apparently is walking Nibbler.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, he's sulking because Leela is off on a date with the mayor's aide.
Bob Odenkirk.
But,
Fucking okay, first of all, his name is Chaz.
Have you ever dated a Chaz?
I have never dated a Chaz. I've dated a Chet.
I've dated a Chaz, and they're fucking terrible.
I bet they're not. I bet they're not that far off from Chet.
They're. I don't know about Chet. I feel like with Chet, that sounds like country. With Chaz, juggalo. I'm not kidding.
Well, Chaz is what?
Oh my god, my heart.
Chaz is short for what? Charles?
it can be. I believe so.
I went to high school with a Chaz. Stay away from Chazes, from Chets,
We used to hang out with
Anyone with a CH and like a Z involved.
or Chad.
Oh yeah.
Now,
I agree.
Chads, Chets, and Chazes.
Chuz. All those
What about
chuz.
Chuck?
are Ruz.
Chuck would be another one.
Chucks are the same as.
Chuck is okay.
Charles.
I know a Charlie. I grew up with a Charlie. He doesn't go by Charlie anymore.
What's it go by?
Chuck.
Yeah.
He's old now. He wants to go by Chuck, not Charlie.
Why would you want to go by Chuck?
I feel like maybe Charlie is too juvenile sounding. I still call him Charlie.
I don't think Charlie's. I think Chuck sounds worse. Sounds more juvenile.
Chuck.
Hi, my name's Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck.
I drive a truck with balls on it.
Well, how about my name? No, that was Buck. My name's Buck.
I like to fuck.
Oh yeah, the pussy wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yes, that old classy standard.
So at one point, Fry says, and I don't know if anyone else is familiar, but he says there are guys in the background of Mary Worth comics who are more important than me.
I don't understand that reference.
Is anyone
Do you
familiar
not
with
read
Mary
Mary
Worth?
You say that like it's actually a question.
Have you not? Well, you are young. How old are you?
I'm 27.
Yeah. Okay. So there was this thing called newspapers that people used to get daily.
Newspaper?
Yeah.
Every day. Here's
Every
the thing,
day.
It was every day.
But the best one was on Sundays, the Lord's Day, if you will. And it had a huge comic section where it was like 3 pages of like big old comics. One of them being Mary Worth.
Mary Worth.
The most boring comic of all of them. Because it was like a serial, like you had to pay attention.
Yeah, Mary Worth was the comic for like boring white women.
Dave is just giving me, he's showing me the...
Are you showing him a Mary Worth?
Yes, I am.
This is the lamest thing I've ever seen.
It's super lame. I fucking hated Mary Worth.
No, they had another one. It was like Doc something. It was like they were like soap opera.
What was the one that was like the
Comics.
fucking like the historical ones that would show you like history in a comic?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Holy
about?
shit,
Mark Trail.
So here's
A little bit.
here's like a piece from the comic that is just like, this will never not be relevant. It's an old white woman with white hair, and it just says, "You look like you can use some advice."
It's like if Angela Lansbury was a comic.
Yes.
That is Mary Worth.
Yeah, there you go.
Except for she
Do you
doesn't
even
kill
know that?
everybody.
Yeah.
Murder, She Wrote?
Yeah.
Okay, you do. Okay.
We
Cool.
Jesus Christ, we talked about Murder, She Wrote like last week.
She killed everyone.
I watched
She
Murder,
wrote murder.
Spoilers!
She was pre-Dexter.
Can you imagine like an old killer lady?
Yes, I can, and I love it.
Where are we even at in the episode right
Who
now?
knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. He feels as important as a guy in the background of a Mary Worth comic. That's where that whole thing is.
Okay.
Worthless. Very worthless. If you just saw,
Mary Worthless.
Did we talk about the cops yet?
No, we didn't even get anywhere to that. So
We're a fucking minute 2.
yeah,
in the episode.
Leela brings up going on a date with Chaz, who she met at a charity cockfighting event. Can we bring that up? So
Yes.
he's the mayor's aide.
As we hear often.
Very often in this episode, and she met him at a charity cockfighting event.
Voiced by Bob Odenkirk.
What an amazing voice actor.
Right?
I'm sure we've said that a million times, but
Well,
I love
and that-
Bob Odenkirk. To the end of my life, I shall love Bob Odenkirk to death. Mr. Show for life.
One of the best comedy writers, if
Yes.
not performers, of I can't say of my generation because he's
No.
like 50, but like
Gen X.
of the past generation of the 90s, like Mr. Show and Kids in the Hall and The State and everything that was
Yep.
coming up during that time.
Yep.
Bob Odenkirk wrote what I consider to be the best SNL skit of all time, which is the Matt Foley motivational speaker.
like Kids in the Hall and The State, like shows like that made me want to get into
Hilariousness.
yeah, I don't know, it made me want to
Just being funny.
yeah, pretty much just being funny, being inappropriate, a little bit vulgar. Not made me want to, it actually made me feel more comfortable with, I think that's just like
I can't say
stance.
comedian because I don't do this professionally.
no, I do not do this professionally. I am not a comedian, and most of the time my jokes are fucking awful. I think those kind of shows made me feel just more comfortable with how I perceived comedy and what I thought was funny and how I expressed my own, what I would consider comedic undertones and
But-
overtones and tones in general.
Tones.
But Bob Odenkirk kills it here. Also, Frank Welker, who voices Nibbler, one of the best fucking voice
Past
actors.
nastification.
And that past nastification is what shields you from the brains.
So I am special.
Except that Dave Matthews Band doesn't rock.
So I actually took these quotes down verbatim because they are very valid, very important. And it's basically Fry asking, so I am important. How I feel when I'm drunk. How I feel when I'm drunk is correct, which makes me fucking laugh really hard. And then Nibbler was like, yes, except that Dave Matthews Band doesn't rock. Which, by the way, fucking Dave Matthews Band sucks.
Oh,
Sucks.
Nathan's gonna be
Sucks.
so disappointed.
Don't even get me started.
Oh my god. They're fucking horrible.
No. Start.
No, I won't, because it's going to be a fucking 3-hour podcast.
Oh.
If I even get on my diatribe about Dave Matthews Band.
Cliff Notes version.
Cliff Notes. I used to appreciate them. I fucking hate them now. The end.
Suds and I do another podcast.
Well, bring me on there.
Oh my God, hold
and
on.
I'll give you 4 hours
First of all-
why Tessa has opinions about music.
Tell Tessa and everyone else
Yes.
what the name of this fucking podcast is.
Go for it.
Okay.
Oh,
It's called Every Dave.
can I throw this microphone around?
No.
Yes.
I'm not going to, but I'm gonna. Slam!
It was not expensive.
Slam! 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 Slam!
So let me throw out a couple ideas the rest of us had for it to be called.
Every Dave, I'm still pissed about that.
Every Dave, I would never listen to a podcast called Every Dave.
No.
How about Daves of Our Lives?
Oh my God, I would listen to that.
Every dog has its Dave.
Oh my God, I would listen to that.
Every Night in Dave.
Oh, are you kidding me? I would listen to that.
There are so many better things. It could have been called Every Dave. That sounds so.
That is
You know what?
stupidest.
It hasn't been released yet. They can call it whatever the fuck they
Change
want.
the name.
They won't change the name.
Change the name.
It's not up to me.
Where's he at?
Nathan is the one who came up with this.
He's
idea.
fucking show me him.
He swears to
Slap
God
the bitch out of that fucking face.
every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Days of our lives.
I know.
My favorite.
That was mine. Dave's
I love
my
it.
lives.
I love it. I love it.
Well, these are
I love it.
unreleased. I'll convince him before we release
You
them.
better fucking convince
This
him.
is the most fun podcast that we've done.
Every Dave.
Every Dave. You suck a dick.
No one can see the look on my face.
It's probably good. It's eye roll.
Disgust.
I was gonna say like eye roll. What's his name? Iron Man.
Oh, Robert Downey Jr.
Eye roll Robert Downey Jr.
If you can picture that painting the scream sarcastic,
That's sarcastic.
Yeah, very sarcastic.
Not classic art.
No, I am
Classic fart.
not. I'm definitely not classic art. I'm way more classic fart.
Totally. I know.
Fart Museum.
Another band name.
Fart music.
Fart music.
That's it, guys. We're all gonna start a band.
All right.
And we're gonna be Fart Museum.
I want to play the recorder.
Fine.
So
I'll play the flesh.
The disembodied flesh.
Yeah, no, it has to be disembodied.
Oh, it'll be so leathery.
it was in one of those Inspector Gadget Happy Meals.
Fuck Inspector Gadget!
So there's a bit in here that it's a sign gag. It's so quick, but when Leela is on her date with Bob Odenkirk.
I know exactly what you're talking about because I wrote this down.
Okay, do you want to say it?
I do want to say it because I wrote it down. I do. Hold on. It is. Bathroom is for stroganoff customers only. Is that the sign you're talking
Yes.
about?
Stroganoff or stroking off?
It says
I think
stroganoff
How is it spelled?
with a G.
So it
STR, like stroganoff.
Like the noodle dish.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm sure I spelled it wrong in my notes, but if you don't, stroganoff looks like someone vomited gravy.
But it
it's
tastes
delicious.
so
It is so
good.
good.
It is so terrible. I hate stroganoff.
You are not.
You are wrong. That's
You
what you
are.
are.
Not
I often am.
German.
Yeah, I was gonna say nothing screams white like stroganoff.
It's delicious.
Mushrooms, cream, a little bit of meat, and pasta.
Wait for James to vomit
Pasta.
on the mic.
You want it?
It was some
Blech.
pasta.
Pasta.
Fucking love
Yeah,
pasta.
bathroom is for stroganoff customers only.
Bathroom is for
Because it does make you shit your brains out.
Still love it. When you need to
I
clean the
honestly
system.
can't tell you the last time I ate stroganoff.
I can.
I have no idea the last time I ate stroganoff.
Real stroganoff or box stroganoff? That's different.
I mean, handmade
Hamburger
stroganoff.
helper stroganoff.
Well, that's probably the most recent.
That was the most recent.
That's probably the most recent time I've eaten stroganoff.
I remember when I was backpacking, there was, like, I would occasionally get freeze-dried meals or MREs, and one of them was
Meal ready.
beef stroganoff.
Oh god.
Yeah,
That
if you've
doesn't-
ever had freeze-dried beef stroganoff, you know horrifying adventures in diarrhea. Because
Horrifying Adventures in Diarrhea, an autobiography by James Knapp.
that will make you will fucking jet propulsion fart your way up the trail.
Yes. I believe it. I thoroughly believe that.
Oh god. Oh, that sounds terrible. That's horrible.
So I'm very lactose intolerant. If you ever want me to ruin a group trip, take me somewhere and drink a milkshake first. I will ruin every aspect of that entire trip.
Note to self: if I want to get out of something,
Give her a milkshake.
Get this woman a milkshake!
Ashley, you should have a milkshake.
The sad part is...
Dave, I'm not having a
I have a fucking
Here's the
milkshake.
thing, the sad part is I will never turn a milkshake down, although I know what it does to taste.
Well aware.
I'm well aware. I'm a 30-year-old woman. I've been lactose intolerant my entire life. I know what happens when I do it.
That would be
Shit.
like,
It's
"Joel,
fucking shit."
I shouldn't have.
Oh my god, hold on. Funny story, it's real quick. So, it was like me, Sarah, and my friend Mike. We were gonna go to a show. We normally always stop at Friendly's before we go at shows. Okay, Friendly's has like the best fucking milkshakes.
Yeah.
I ordered a milkshake and I drank it.
Like the
They
best
were
ice cream.
glaring at me the entire time. So we finish our meals, I suck down this fucking milkshake. We're there for about 10 more minutes. We go to leave. I immediately make them drive the car across the street and stop at a gas station so I can use the restroom.
My time to shine.
Oh, I shined.
In that bathroom.
I shined. I was
All right, it's time to poop this place up.
I was
Can
a
I make
jewel.
this bathroom?
It was just funny. We were leaving Friendly's out, and then it hit me. I was like, nope, nope. So they had to like make this weird like left turn just so I could go to the bathroom at the gas
Friendly's on
station.
11 and 15, and you went over to the
That
one
gas
on-
station.
I knew. I am immediately imagining that Friendly's and that gas
Right across the street. Right across the street.
Super happy about that.
Oh, they were so mad.
Yeah.
They're like, why did you do that? I was like, but milkshakes are so good.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Okay. And
Feaster.
oh wow, yeah, I could see the disappointment on Feaster's face right now.
Oh, well, that's a poop collective if I've ever heard of.
Probably just shaking his head the whole time.
The next note that I have is just terrible cops.
Oh, it's Smitty and
Smitty and Earl, but they're so crappy.
that's why they're cops.
Yeah.
It is like the worst kind of cop you can get. Hey, this guy.
The man who is actively trying to pick up strange alien poop on the sidewalk, and they're just like, we're gonna cite you for this because you didn't do it fast enough.
Yeah, well, he's literally
Failure.
still trying to pick it up, but he says it weighs as much as 1,000 suns.
Yeah. Good luck with that, boy.
How much do you think a sun weighs? I mean, it's a ball of gas.
How much does the sun weigh,
How
or
much does-
a sun?
How much does our sun weigh?
Hour.
How much does our sun weigh?
Our
Gravitational pull of the sun is extreme.
No, but how much does the
Science.
sun weigh?
We have to have a lance science. I know you're all
It's a
having
ball of
lots of
gas.
fun. I have to
Well,
bring it
sun
back.
Now you gotta bring it down
Bring it
to
back.
science time.
The sun is a giant fart constantly on fire.
True.
I will look. You
If-
guys continue the fun. I will look.
Our sun,
Beep,
it-
boop, bop,
essentially
bop,
the
science.
Earth is a collection of
Science time.
gases if you really look at it.
Let me Google some science time.
The sun
going
is
to
about
contact
a
my friend Bill
million.
Nye.
If the sun were hollow, a million Earths would fit inside of it. I
Yes,
learned that
we
from
all
a
know.
They Might Be
I know.
Giant song.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So, assuming
I learned all
that.
my science from They Might Be Giants.
Thank you, John Linnell, for educating all of us about the fucking sun.
Also, history.
Also,
Istanbul.
the
It's not
Mesopotamians.
Constantinople. Yeah,
You
I
may
know.
be able to explain that better than myself. I
Oh,
see
really?
kilograms, but
What is killing? 1 point.
Okay, so Dave.
Jesus fucking math.
Hang on.
Get it.
Dave
Nah,
just
get it.
threw an equation in front of me.
Get the fuck out of here.
1.989 times 10 to the power of 30 kilograms.
And I'm out.
Why can't you just Google how many pounds is the sun?
Because nobody else used pounds.
I think that the amount, according to that, would probably be something beyond us being able to say.
Well, no, that is how it is represented. Like,
Yes.
it's
So
essentially...
there's gotta be an answer in pounds.
It's incalculable with the imperial system.
Yeah, that's why they did it that way, because then it's just kind of like in this general area.
Anyway, I'm very curious as to how much 1,000 suns weighs.
And the
that's
fact
also
that
like
that is
Fry's
why
own.
they can't, or the fact that Fry can't pick it up and the cops like cite him for it, he's just like, no, because he shits dark matter.
Yeah, which, I mean, like that in itself is kind of insane. I mean, I love the idea, but
Talking to the goddamn microphone.
it can hear me.
You don't have to fucking edit this thing.
It can hear me.
It cannot hear you talking to the fucking microphone.
I'm talking into the microphone.
Well, now you are.
May I have a cigarette? You knew that was gonna happen. All right, James. Let's fast forward.
Well, the next
note that, well, first of all, I just want to briefly mention that Fry kicks over a random trash can in an alley. Who does that?
I have.
You've never kicked over a trash can?
No, because they're heavy and they're made of plastic and they're oblong.
Well, this one was metal, and it ends up being a robot anyway, so...
Oh yeah, the trash can ends up calling Fry a dumb townie. Which really makes me fucking laugh.
How can you be a townie if you live in New York?
Fucking townies, man. Every fucking state, every city, every town.
Well, no,
townies.
we've been over this before because Fry lived in Brooklyn before he came to the future.
That makes sense. He's probably from, like, Bushwick.
He is from Bushwick.
No shit. Called that one.
The next thing, I want to bring this up because we've heard Nibbler speak before when he talks to Leela. I'm sorry, I got distracted. There was just an unpainted juggalo that ran by me.
You guys are fucking killing me.
When Nibbler speaks to Fry here, the very first thing that he says is, Fry says, like, I'm important to you because at least I clean up your poop.
What does he say, though?
The poop eradication is but one small part of your purpose.
Yes.
You know, I will never not be impressed with the fact that you guys can just memorize these lines. I have to write them down. My brain will not hold that kind of information.
I have seen this show 3 dozen times all the way through.
But it doesn't matter. I've seen it a million times too, and my brain doesn't...
of the underground that falls asleep to Futurama.
But here's the thing. I've seen it...
The Futurama
Sleeperama.
Sleeperama, yeah.
I've seen it just as many times as you guys have.
Sleeperama.
I know that I have. But my brain doesn't absorb information that way.
Well,
yeah, I'm a bit
neither does Suds' brain, who's not here tonight, so it's fine that we make fun of him.
This is why
it's hard.
I love to read and I love to write, but I realize when I write things down, I remember them more than like hearing them or seeing them. Seeing things I remember more than just hearing it.
No, if I write something down, I'm going to remember it.
Yeah, that's why I write it
But
down.
if I see like a funny quote or something like that, like the Pazuzu thing that we were doing last week.
Pazuzu!
Like
Is
that.
Pazuzu?
Yeah,
Officially?
Pazuzu.
I always thought it was just Azuzu.
No.
I didn't know there was a P involved.
We looked that up
looked
too.
Up it was like an old demon.
An Arabic demon.
Ooh,
Like a Baba Yaga.
I like it. And this is why little one
Yeah.
regained his freedom.
Bon nuit.
Bon nuit to you.
Bon nuit to you all.
We had the hardest
Fucking
time
love
trying to
it.
figure out what that was about.
I hate how like physiologically inaccurate the wings are at the end, but it's fine.
What do you mean? Wait,
No,
elaborate.
how he spreads his wings at the end of that episode.
Okay.
Physiologically, it's very inaccurate because he's
The way he's sitting.
the way he's sitting. He's
Okay.
sitting in repose, but his wings go out like he's staring at a tree.
Animation.
I love it, but I also hate it. Just saying.
90s animation.
It wasn't even 90s.
No, it's
then. That was
2003.
2000 and some. Yeah.
Well, early 2000s.
This
And
is
let's
we're in
get with the program.
we're in
You're on a
season 5
you're
now.
on a fucking Futurama podcast. Yeah. Exactly.
That is going to be terrible audio.
It's going to be wonderful. All right.
The last thing that I only wanted to mention, and I think I said this earlier, but God bless Frank Welker, who voices Nibbler, and that they fucking got him, the Futurama writers got him into the studio, and the first line that he has to deliver is, "The poop eradication is but one small part of your purpose."
But that's like when they get B. Arthur to come in.
Oh
Yes!
God!
Oh, my
that's the
God!
fucking- oh,
Death by
Jesus.
Snoo Snoo! I can only imagine the conversation. What is Snoo Snoo exactly? Sex. That's what it is. Okay, so you want me to say Death by Snoo Snoo?
I feel like B. Arthur wouldn't even question the copy though. She'd be like, okay, how do I pronounce it?
Snoo Snoo.
Snoo Snoo? Alright, good. I got
Yeah,
it.
alright. We'll see
Death
this.
by Snoo Snoo!
One take.
Just one take, right off the bat.
any of like the voice actors that they get to like do this show has to like thinking like the behind the scenes sort of like mentality when they get someone in just like, okay, former Vice President of the United States, Al Gore. We're ready to record, and the very first thing, I have ridden the mighty moonworm.
Everyone in the fucking booth is just like, we got him to say it.
All right, Al, we got it. You also
Solid.
used to run the country, right?
You are an awesome man.
Love it.
Oh my, it's just the ridiculousness of this
Yeah,
show and
even
the
though-
fact that they get so many incredible people to like come
Because
and
the
voice.
show is so fucking smart, and all those people who
Yeah.
are smart and awesome appreciate
They
it.
fucking love it. They're like, oh,
Because it's not
I get it. I get it.
Also, it's like Matt Groening, fucking Simpsons, but it's not like the 9 to 5 family style Simpsons. It's its own smart, super
Oh
fucking.
no! As soon as they started it, like we talk about this all the time, I was like on board. Like first I'm
Yeah.
like, and then I watched it.
The first episode I watched premiere,
Yeah.
and I was in it to win it.
Yeah, I was like, this is
Since
fucking great.
99,
Yeah.
I have been watching this fucking show.
I remember watching
Often.
the premiere of this because it came on originally when it was on Fox. It came on right after The Simpsons.
Yes, it did.
And then later, I think after the first broadcast season, they bumped it back to like a half hour after The Simpsons.
Yep. Because there was another bullshit fucking animation show that they wanted to fucking promote.
It was
I believe-
Animation Domination was the...
No. I believe it was, do you remember that Claymation? The PJs?
Oh, the PJs.
Oh,
which
That's what they were trying to fucking promote after The Simpsons.
fucking
Yeah.
jab in this. They do jab it in
Yeah.
this show.
I know.
Like,
Oh, I know.
it was like out of nowhere, and that was. I mean, Eddie Murphy. It wasn't terrible, but it just
wasn't as good as fucking
It wasn't
Futurama.
good. It was like,
It was like a faux claymation kind of
Yeah.
fucking bullshit.
and
I
that
was
lasted
still-
for.
I think 2
Yeah,
seasons.
a couple seasons. Yeah,
It wasn't
was-
awful, but it was
It was
not fucking Futurama.
Hey, I don't... Eddie Murphy, his
I think-
voice doesn't necessarily lean too well to voice acting. Like, I think Shrek is the only time that I've
Oh, as
liked
Donkey?
his...
as the donkey.
As Donkey?
The only time that I've liked him as a voiceover actor
Was
like,
his own voice
Yeah.
superimposed
Donkey.
over a fucking donkey.
But the PJs was okay, and again, this is in my recalling whatever my 9-year-old brain thought of that show.
It hurts my heart that you were that young.
It
Thank
kills me
you.
every
You're
time.
welcome.
Such a youngster.
Goodness.
We're raising him good.
Oh, that's right. You've done well, kids.
I shouldn't say that. James has actually been a great influence on me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Good. Got me into this podcast.
Aw. Look at this little young buck.
Right?
He takes care of all the heavy lifting.
Well,
I'm just here to look pretty, apparently.
Yeah.
And Suds is here for comic relief at this point.
not anymore.
Yeah.
Ah!
You're fired.
You found a new redhead.
I like it.
That's me, guys. That's me.
All right, so we should move along here.
Into minute 3 of the episode.
Well, let's
Barely!
let's jump ahead a little bit. We'll gloss over some of the stuff. We'll just point out that Nibbler abducts Fry,
Yes.
and a whole bunch of shit goes on where they're explaining his.
Well, I want to take it back real quick because when Nibbler abducts Fry, first of all, it's hilarious to see him smash Fry into his tiny little UFO.
We cracked up laughing at
We
this
did.
earlier.
So Fry starts waking up and he's like, "Are you my mommy?" And as like the lid is closing, Nibbler's like, "Negative."
Negative.
And so matter-of-factly about it,
like,
too.
like angry, like negative.
Now get in the ship, we have things to do.
Important. So yeah, they end up on the Nibelonian planet. Which, have we been made aware? Yeah, they did.
Planet Eternium.
Yes.
Yeah, with the Leela episode, where that's like the brain spawn's first introduction.
where we now, I mean, Fry's the only one that remembers that the brain spawn is even a
Day
thing.
the Earth Stood Stupid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which, if you haven't heard, our friend Jesse Noonan was on for that
was a
episode.
good one too. We need to get him back.
One of my favorite people, by the way.
Jesse is rad, and
Yeah,
I just saw
totally.
him last night. I was drunk as hell. But
Surprise, surprise.
Shocking.
I know, I was shocked too.
Did you finger bang your shopping?
It's
Not in the theater.
Giggity, giggity, giggle.
Is Jaws. It's not a very sexual movie.
I think you're wrong,
Speak for
sir.
yourself.
Yeah. I believe you're incorrect.
I'm gonna need a bigger boat.
Nose to nose.
That's what she said.
That's literally what I just said.
Hey, baby, let me just dock at you.
Oh my god, docking.
No docking. Oh no.
Sorry.
No.
Let's go into docking.
No?
Why not?
Let's get into it.
Why not, guys?
Just like a penis.
A little old in out in out.
Like a penis docked for the very first
So
time.
you mean penis in vagina?
Like a penis when
Get
it's
your
docking.
penis onto my.
Dock your penis. Dock your penis onto mine.
Just saying.
That can't be good for anybody.
I don't even understand it. I don't even understand it.
I don't understand it either, but I just feel like-
Physiologically, I don't understand it.
No, well, I just don't. For me, I think it's more like sensation-wise, like that can't just, it just can't be good. It just can't feel good.
Maybe.
Well-
It may not feel bad, but I don't think it can
When,
be good.
when a
What's your
man
opinion?
loves another penis very much,
I went downhill real quick.
Wow!
I mean, I really don't even know. You know what? I want to see a Google image of that. I want to see that actually.
Go
happening.
for it. Search it.
All right,
Have
so
fun.
what am I looking for now?
Docking.
Searching docking.
All right.
Penis
you
docking.
Penal docking.
folks continue the.
hey, we
laugh
can
a
do
minute.
it live if we find you someone who's uncircumcised.
Fuck it, do it live.
I'm not going to
Guys.
shout out all the people I know who are uncircumcised.
Let's no.
I'll make a list.
So the next bit that we should skip to is when
Docking.
Fry is on Eternium. Yes, docking. When he's docking on Eternium. And he meets all of the Niblonians, and they're all the cutest things that have ever existed.
Fuzzy bosoms.
Fuzzy bosoms. And I love that he just goes and starts like chin scratching the
And
one.
he's
Like a
purring and like
kitty.
pawing around. He's like, "Stop that, please!"
And I had mentioned this to you earlier, the one Niblonian that's playing with like a scratching post with like a
Yes.
thing
Oh
attached.
my god.
Continue your sentence, and then I will show you the picture that I found.
We're all gonna
No,
freak the
show it
fuck out.
now.
Now continue with what you
No.
were.
I need
You've
more
already
alcohol
stopped.
because I'm gonna
I can
spit
see
take
it in the fucking mirror. Let's go. Oh my god, what is that?
It looks like a sea
How much-
anemone, I believe, absorbing
That
another.
penis is eating the other one.
How much foreskin do you have to be able to do?
It's a
Is
big
that
penis.
natural foreskin?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's natural
yeah.
foreskin.
No, but I know, but like, do
Well, they
dudes
both
have
have very
that
large
much
members.
foreskin?
I couldn't tell you.
I feel like
You don't. Okay, so
No.
obviously
But look,
No.
that's
he's
definitely his
cut.
penis.
That's a lot of. Oh my Jesus!
I think it is one cut man and one
How is
not.
that fun?
But here's
Did I not say that?
Yes, I know, but now
Enjoyable.
seeing it, how is that fun?
here's the.
Oh god, next one.
No, this is
Next.
just like a diagram. It's nothing.
A diagram?
It's just a diagram, but that's.
Wait, but what is that?
Wait, but
I
yeah,
guess
but
there's
wait,
like
wait.
a tube that you can buy for.
So you can buy a tube?
So you buy a test tube for your docking?
Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like that's the case.
Show James.
Show James the test tube.
Now,
No,
well,
no,
first,
show James the first one.
I showed.
Show him everything.
Let me
Gentlemen,
find it. Oh, here it
DACA.
is. Here we go.
No!
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
That's how
I'm not
that
judging
works.
anybody who wants to dock, but like, yo,
I just
that's
don't
a
know
lot
how
of-
it's enjoyable.
That's a lot of foreskin. You have to have a lot of foreskin to be able to do
Yeah,
that.
you really do.
When I type this in, the first image that actually pops up, it's not terrible. It's just kind
No,
of
I
like,
want to. What is? Oh no,
How
that's sweet. It's two guys
It's
holding
two men
hands.
holding hands.
with
That's not
jeans.
docking.
no, but yeah,
No.
I
They're both
put,
wearing white
you got to
t-shirts
see
and
what I
jeans.
typed in.
Docking sexual. Hand holding
But
guys.
some of the other pictures are not really.
Let's
What are some of the
let's
other-
No,
scroll
they're not-
through. Let's
Just
scroll
kind of
through.
random. Of course, this is what we were doing that no one can actually see. Is the two fingers.
Aww.
Just scroll. Just scroll.
When no,
what are
I've
some of
been
these
telling you,
pictures?
they're not like random photos of like just. There's actually some kind of genetic thing here. I don't know what that is.
Wait, there's a
genetic-
genetic foreskin thing that you're into with docking?
No, this is. Oh yeah, protein chains.
What?
Well,
That's
why?
science. I don't get it.
First of all, I'm not that
Science.
smart. Second of all, you showed it to me for all of 0.8 seconds. So I
Right,
have no
I
idea
can't
what
read
that
it.
was.
There's not much to see other than that. Oh wait.
It looks like Mexican jumping beans.
Ooh,
I don't
yes
even know
it
what's
did.
on
Oh my
there.
god, Mexican jumping beans on a timeline.
Yeah.
This is when Mexican jumping beans were relevant in the 90s, and then never again.
This is not docking, but I find this diagram hilarious.
What is that, a vagina?
No
Well,
one
yeah,
can
that's
see
the-
what you're doing
Yeah,
right
I'll
now.
let them describe.
Ready, spread a favorite water-based lubricant over the surface.
I will
of
let
the
them
spade-shaped
describe.
insertable portion.
hold
Set.
on.
Insert the Wi-Fi 4.
There's
'cause
something
there's-
unwholesome
Oh,
about
okay.
an
No,
insertable
hold on.
portion.
Hold on.
Positioning. Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah, no,
oh.
That actually looks amazing.
You've ever seen one of those
Positioning
before?
larger end between the labia and against the clitoris. Oh, so it's helping men
It's-
to get women off better
Yes.
because they don't know how to fucking work a clit.
Exactly.
That's exactly
Just so
what it
you
is.
know,
It's
guys.
like a vibrator
Work the
made to also be inserted as you're inserting your penis.
If you need a vibrator around your dick when you're fucking a girl, you obviously don't have skills.
Well, no, you just need to work how to. A lot of
Well,
women.
I'm not involved. Moving on.
a lot of women are different, but the majority of women, a lot of women need clitoral stimulation.
Yes, but no, that's how you orgasm. Docking, the final frontier. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm just showing you what's
I love it.
coming up here.
I am 100% for it.
And
Maybe
That's
we
per-
should get back to Futurama.
a cliff note to that entire thing. Like
Cliff
that's perfect.
note.
Oh, you beat me to it.
Clit note.
That's perfectly acceptable
Tessa,
to
I'm
have
gonna get my
a.
beer from you.
Go for it.
I'm not trying to get too into my sex life, but that's perfectly fine to
Yes,
have
let's
a
not,
vibrator in.
It's fine if you're gonna, but like if you're right off the bat putting a fucking vibrator on that dick.
Well, no, I think
No, this is
introducing-
like 3 orgasms in. I'm just like, all right, we're gonna
Only
make this work
3?
somehow.
Well, hold on. First of all, I mean, wow, this is very personal. I can honestly say I've never had 3 orgasms during sex.
Really?
I mean, over the course of a sexual.
I mean, how long are we talking? But not in the same. I'm just like slamming.
Genital
Honey,
slapping session.
You need to find some mans. Cause I done have. Wow. We went there, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, we're there. We're in a thing.
I didn't even like people talked about it. And I thought it was like something as like I thought it was like a unicorn. I was like that
it's
doesn't
real.
happen all
No,
the
it's
time.
real. But yeah,
What,
it's
multiple
not like,
orgasms?
It's not like right off the bat, multiple. It's like an orgasm, pause, an orgasm, pause, an orgasm. If that guy got strong dick game, he'll make you come multiple times.
I love
Awkward!
the spectrum of awkward look on her face.
I think
like,
I will say that women recharge faster than men.
Yeah, we sure do. I know I do. I'm just saying, boys.
the girl prior to the last girl I was with.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm not looking at you. I
He
just
is.
didn't
No,
look at
he
you.
literally
staring
looks
right
straight
at
at you.
I was waiting for her to be like, she was a whore.
She was a whore. She was a whore.
On our estrogen heavy podcast, I guess we could say like that women got the short end of the stick in every other aspect.
Oh, hold on, sweetheart. We always get the short end of the stick.
Don't even get me started on the fucking puns that involve a short end of the stick. You know how many short ends I've gotten? Enough.
Like a knuckle?
Don't matter. It don't matter.
Well, just to the first knuckle.
Just to the first
No one can
You know, I've
see.
never dealt with micro.
micro
But
penis?
I've gone at least pinky.
Ooh,
For the most part. Yeah.
that's rough.
But you know what? It's not the size of the boat. It's the motion in the ocean. But it does take a hell of a long time to get to China in a rowboat.
It's thank you. Thank you. That
You know what?
that is
Hold
gonna be
on.
stuck in my head.
Yeah.
You're welcome, America!
You know what? I'm definitely. I'm
And Australia.
And Australia. New Zealand as well?
New Zealand,
I
yes.
love my New Zealand.
I'm-
My Kiwis. Yo, hook it up.
We do have New Zealand listeners.
I like
I'm
it.
going to.
Come to America, Tessa will fuck you.
Yeah. The invite is out there. Get on it.
We are gonna get so many fucking emails. Who's this Tessa person?
Who is that?
Where does she? What?
Why is she such a whore?
Who's Tessa? And send me a picture.
Sorry, you know, the last podcast I was on, I wasn't single. Now I'm single. Welcome, boys.
Oh, you're
Oh.
at
single.
on the market.
I'm doing my little single dance. Boom. Single dance.
You know what?
Market. Hello, Tinder. Find me on Tinder. My name is Tessa.
Well, don't date Chaz.
No, I won't.
No Chads, no Chads, no Chads.
I'm the mayor's aide.
If you
The
have
mayor's
a-
aide and his badge.
I don't care about you and your AIDS.
Oh.
Do we want? Holy fuck.
We knew this was gonna happen. We knew it.
High five me, Ashlie. God damn it.
Are you spitzing?
She's.
I'm because as soon as she said it, I was like, and
All
You
right.
got it.
I'm making a face. No one can see me.
Ashley's
It's red.
Ashley is verklempt right now.
She's very verklempt.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves.
You don't drive.
amongst yourselves.
You drive in a parkway and you park in a driveway. Talk amongst yourselves.
Do we want to talk about Leela's date, or I have the next bit that I have is the one that you and I fucking loved earlier when Fry is asking the infosphere brain all the questions.
Oh no, he asks it 2 questions.
Yes. And the first one is it? He doesn't even finish. Is it true that postal stamp glue is yes, toad mucus?
Then he asks, what killed the dinosaurs? And the brain goes,
Me!
and it's just giant brain,
big fucking
shooting brain lasers and killing dinosaurs. Like death brain lasers.
You see
James
like
and I
a giant
laughed.
T-Rex just.
And then it falls down.
James and I laughed hysterically.
I don't
Those
know.
dinosaurs.
I don't know if this is like tangential or what, but like I did just rewatch the Treehouse of Horror when I think it's Time and Punishment.
Oh, you mean the butterfly?
Butterfly, yeah. When Homer travels back in time.
Oh God! Oh, that's such a good one.
He goes to he gets transported back to dinosaur
Yeah.
era.
He has the toaster.
For the purposes of this podcast, we'll just say that it's the Cretaceous period.
Because science.
Yes, and because there's a Tyrannosaurus there, so Cretaceous.
Don't argue science with the man. Just go with it.
I can't roll my eyes any harder than I already did.
Can I?
I could
I
hear
would
your
try.
eyes rolling.
James could hear my eyes rolling.
But Homer goes back and he just sneezes on a Tyrannosaurus and it just kills it. 'Cause
Well, and so they got it's like a falling dominoes, like poof, poof, poof,
it
poof,
falls,
poof,
and then
poof.
just like a Stegosaurus gets the same
The
pull and
Tyrannosaurus Rex falls, the Stegosaurus falls,
The Bronchosaurus
Brontosaurus falls,
like
the fucking the ones that fly fall.
not the Velociraptor, the
Pterodactyls fall.
and this is gonna cost me.
And that was the best one because
Yeah.
whenever he goes back, he's rich and donuts fall from the sky, but he didn't realize it because they said, donuts, what are donuts? I'm sorry, I'm a big Simpsons fan.
Well, the best bit that...
I'm picking that up.
You know what I'm talking about, that episode.
The best bit in
Oh,
that...
it's raining, and it's fucking donuts.
In that
damn it,
vignette,
Homer.
though,
That was
is...
fucking... That was
Yeah.
fucking...
Oh no, it's raining again.
Oh no, it's raining again, and it's goddamn donuts.
But when he's finally fed up and he goes back and just like, don't kill anything, I'll kill whatever I want. And
Yeah.
he's like, he somehow has a
Swish.
baseball bat and just like smashing things, punches a giant mosquito. Like,
Well, what is the dinosaur that we realized wasn't actually a real dinosaur? Wasn't that?
Triceratops.
No, I thought it was a
Because
Stegosaurus.
No, the one with the
The
I think it was the
giant shield.
Triceratops.
giant shield.
Triceratops is with the shield.
Yeah,
no,
Triceratops.
no.
There was a
I thought it
juvenile
was a
form.
Stegosaurus.
You're talking about the one from Jurassic Park that kills Newman.
Dimetrodon.
No, I'm talking about the big one. That's like a rhinoceros.
That is,
That has,
that's something like a Triceratops. It only has one horn or something like that.
horns.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Three
the
horns.
Stegosaurus.
Okay.
Since it's called Triceratops.
Well, I'll look that up as well.
And that is the juvenile form.
Just
of
Google
a different
dinosaur that wasn't ever real.
dinosaur.
We've completely lost the thread.
Where are we at? Let's go back to.
Okay, let's go back to Fry is infiltrating the infosphere.
That's only where we're at.
And I
Jesus
love
Christ.
when the Niblonians are trying to tell him what to do and just go, scoot now! Because I don't even know if he mentioned it earlier. He is on the Scooty Puff Jr.
Yes,
Fucking
well,
Scooty Puff Jr.
I feel like we skipped the part where they explain to him that he lacks the delta brainwave.
Yes.
Do you want to bring up the
Yes.
pineapple?
I do want to bring up the fucking pineapple. So for whatever reason, they're explaining to Fry that he lacks the delta brainwave because he went back and became his own grandfather.
Because of
which was
his past nastification.
Yes.
I did do the nasty in the past.
The nasty and the pasty, and he said yes, and because of that past nastification, but for some reason,
Sorry.
for some reason, the video that they're showing is Fry trying to eat a pineapple hanging from a rope.
Oh, he's got his hands tied behind his
But
back.
they don't show that. They just show his upper body.
It's just
With
his
a-
head and shoulders.
It's just his head and shoulders.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
I knew
Knees and
someone
toes.
was gonna do it.
Diddle it. I'm sorry, I'm trying.
With a pineapple hanging from a rope, and he's trying to eat it with his mouth. And they're explaining that he lacks the delta brainwave.
Just an entire rind pineapple.
Yes! Yes! He's trying to eat it with his mouth.
I feel like that's a Suds maneuver.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a Suds maneuver.
Alright, we need a pineapple and some twine.
Ladies, you obviously have twine because you used it to build
This
this
guy's
thing.
got a pineapple.
Him. I don't
coming
even,
in here.
I don't even know.
They don't have pineapples at Safer, I've checked.
Yeah.
I have a lot of.
It's fucking safer.
They don't have anything real.
Yeah.
They don't have fruit.
All their meat is filled with parasites. It's great.
Margarine, are you crazy?
What is that? You have real butter? What is this?
Ugh.
America?
Marco?
I just want to...
We lost our spot.
No, we can jump
We're
back.
lost.
We can jump back if we need to, but I just want to bring this up because when Fry has infiltrated the infosphere, he has the... I forget what it's called. I'll say thermal detonator.
Yeah, I was gonna say thermal detonator as well.
That is what it is.
No, it's a quantum interface bomb.
Ah,
See?
that's the official.
It's got right on it. Right?
But
What a dork.
when he tries to escape, his Scooty Puff Jr.
Sucks.
falls into a million pieces.
Well, because he has to wind it.
No,
he winds it up.
He wasn't trying to escape. He was still asking questions to the big brain. And then he was ready to fucking turn it up, and then it just falls apart in his hands. So he wasn't necessarily trying to escape. He was preparing for his inevitable escape.
He was trying, yeah, true, but he was trying to get out of the trench. Because Ashlie had brought up earlier, the infosphere looks like the Death Star, kind of.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like a mix between like
it
the
opens
Death
in the
Star and like if you had Jax as a kid.
Yeah, I played Jax as a kid.
Because it's just like the little points like sticking out of
Yeah,
it.
I played Jax as a kid. Do kids even play Jax anymore?
Nobody knows what the fuck we're talking about.
Jesus.
We are very old, apparently.
I played Jax as a child.
I
But-
don't know what Jax is.
In the ongoing series of bad
those
wordplay
Jax.
that we do on this
Okay.
show, I just wrote down Crappy
Who
Puff
knows
Jr.
the rules?
No, yeah, Crappy Puff Jr. would explain it.
Yeah.
I
That
thought
would
you
explain it
just-
perfectly.
It's so crappy.
No, it's like you bounce the ball.
Hang on, we're explaining Jax. Can you tell our younger listeners what Jax is?
No, I can't because I am not a good Jax.
It was a game for bored
Informational
children.
person.
Like, I feel like it was
Okay,
made
so
up
back
randomly.
in the 90s, we weren't constantly connected to electricity. And we had things that were like physically available in the real world. One of them being Jax.
Pogs.
Pogs, also another thing.
Pogs was a later game than Jax.
But Pogs were...
No, Jax has been around.
Jax
Jax
were
was around
way
so long.
better than Pogs.
Yeah.
So Jax, you got this like group of like weird metal asterisks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
yeah.
Is that right?
yeah. And you had a
And-
big rubber ball.
You had a big rubber ball. So you had your Jax,
Big
you had your
rubber
big
balls.
rubber ball, you bounce the ball, grab Jax. Sounds like my sex life. Bounce the ball, grab Jax.
Wait, grabbing Jack, not Jack.
Jax.
Jax.
Because I was good at what I did. Jax! Don't be jelly. Yes. Multiples. But you bounce the ball, grab Jax. Bounce the ball, grab Jax. And if you bounce the ball on a certain thing, I don't fucking know. It's like fucking.
There was like you had to add up what you had.
Yeah,
and then-
that's what I'm thinking. Is like every bounce you had to pick up a certain amount of Jax.
Yes, you did. Yes.
You didn't
mine
just
did.
grab one or a bunch of them. Like
You
there
grabbed
was a
as much as
certain-
you could.
There was like a certain amount at one point that you had to grab.
Yeah.
Like you
you
threw
go to
them
a
down.
store and
I
there's
mean,
no
it was almost
person
like
in there
playing
to stop you.
marbles. It was
Like
like
marbles.
a different version of marbles.
Well, that's how old the game is. Like the marbles game, like where you were, you had
Marbles
to
was like
When
the
you
first.
had a-
Was like the
yeah,
first.
a whole lot of.
We gotta do a little, yeah,
Marbles was like the first
Fill it
version
up.
of Pogs because you could walk away with other people's marbles.
Yes, you could. I
And
think
Pogs was the same
Pogs
way.
was just like marbles, except it was flat brimmed pictures.
Well, now that we're completely off topic with this random shit that kids play with now, I know I want to bring
Oh,
this
not
up.
now. No, kids don't play with that.
Well,
now.
no, but
No,
I'm
they're
bringing
all
it
fucking
to
Kids
now.
are on Snapchat.
Online.
They're
No.
all sending each other nude pictures.
Fucking spinners.
Send
Yeah.
nudes. Oh, the fidget
no,
spinners
yeah.
full of lead. Suck a dick.
I'm telling you, that's the new.
No, I know.
The new,
No, I
They're
know it's the new
catfishing
thing.
50-year-olds.
But
Now
that's
they're
not a
like
game.
spinners are fucking Bluetooth enabled. What the fuck is that shit?
Doesn't make any sense.
But-
Doesn't.
But Spinners isn't a game. You
Slam!
can't- You can't win anything.
Slam indeed.
Well, you couldn't. Well, technically, you couldn't.
Pogs, you could win Pogs from people. Marbles, you
still
win
like a
marbles from
useless-
people.
You can't win fidget spinners
You
from
can't
fidgeters.
win. Yeah, it's not a game you can play with other people.
You wait.
They'll figure it out. Get the fuck out of here.
No, they won't.
Look, when we were in high school, I never played any of that. I didn't play. I had Pogs, I didn't play with. When I got into high school, we had dice. That's what we
You
played.
had dice.
Yeah, you play dice.
Dice.
CeeLo.
Dave was out with his fedora behind the school.
Apparently, Dave was playing fucking dice for cash.
James said to me the other day, he
Some of
goes,
these dumb shits.
James said to me the other day, "You have more faces than David Bowie."
I don't remember doing that.
You were very drunk.
Good.
You have more faces than David Bowie.
I have been drunk for 3 days straight.
Yes, you have.
This is like being in New Orleans all over again.
Oh, it was such a glorious adventure.
Oh, God.
But you both took separate New Orleans adventures.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was still fucking goddamn awesome.
Well, the
It
way
was.
you made it sounded like you guys were hanging out in New Orleans together.
Technically, we could have been hanging out together.
Wait, you
Did
were
I-
in New Orleans at the same time?
Did I tell you? No. Did I tell you about the Australians that I was hanging out with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I met
when
them.
we went we were in the French Quarter and just walking down.
We're getting far off topic.
I'll wrap this up quick. We were walking down Bourbon Street, and the Australians that I was with had. We walked past this place that just said "Big Ass Beer."
Yes.
That was the only sign outside of this bar.
I want there. I want to be there.
And it is. It's just a literal bucket of beer.
I want to go to there.
I want to be to there.
I want to go to
New
there.
Orleans is your place because it is alcohol.
No, I already told you. I
centric.
just want big margaritas.
2 thumbs
But
up.
the Australians that I was there with because I was like the only American in the hostel that I was staying at. So
Jealousy.
The guys that I was with, they're just like, is this everywhere in America that you can just get big ass beer? Just like, no!
No! Absolutely.
You and
not.
I are learning things together.
I want to bang an Australian. I want to bang a New Zealander.
Yes.
I want to bang someone. I want to bang a British dude.
Just want to bang.
Well,
sorry.
now that you're
Where I'm
advertising
at.
that on a show that is listened to by Australians,
Australia, New
and
Zealand.
New Zealanders.
I mean, I'm not
English.
bad looking.
No, she ain't bad looking.
For our overseas
Ashlie, looking for some
listeners,
plug.
wait until the end. Ashley will give you her Instagram.
She gonna
plug
let it
and
loose.
Just,
Oh man, I
Meow
don't
at
have,
AshleyPA.com.
I haven't had a phone in a month, so I haven't posted anything on Instagram because I don't have a phone.
Good for you.
I don't have a phone. I don't
See,
have a
I'm
cell
boy
phone.
crazy, so I'm ready to bang. But bang.
I-
Bang, bang,
look,
bang, bang,
I've
bang,
also-
Bang, bangity bang, 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 bangity bang, bang, bang,
bang, bang,
bang,
bang,
bang, bang, bang.
Oh my god! I was gonna say I'm actually really picky. Very picky.
Yeah, I'm picky too, but I ain't that picky.
I
Put your dick in this shit.
well, if you insist.
Gentlemen.
It's like-
Pants are already off.
I know.
James is thinking.
And it's not a great view.
So I think Dave and I can rival each other.
You don't
for
know.
The longest without sex.
No, I win. I win.
Dave
How long?
wins.
How long?
It's been probably almost a year now.
Wow.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that's bad.
Say it into the mic.
I say it's been almost a year.
You poor little son of a bitch.
I know we had this conversation. So see, now I'm thoroughly liquored up.
Do you need pity fucked?
I might.
No.
I can honestly
Talk
say
to you later.
I just do the Baron. I see you guys aren't gonna get this. Baron Munchausen.
Yeah.
The smile he does. No one knows what I'm talking about.
Munchausen syndrome? What?
No. Adventures of Baron von Munchausen.
His smile.
I don't know what you're specifically
I
talking
will
about.
point. I'll show you that. Don't worry. If anyone gets that reference,
He'll show you something.
I can
He'll
say
show you something later.
I was dating someone on and off, and it was the only person I'd been with in 2 years. But I can say that within 7 months, and it was the same. Once.
Yeah.
Once.
Once.
I won't get into how much of a whore I am.
Speaking of dating,
Finger bang gang. High five.
hey,
this guy.
I don't know.
that was a solid snap there.
I don't know how to meet people. I'm bad at it.
Tinder.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. No.
It's fucking terrible.
It's awful.
I hate it.
I feel
And
like
also
we're.
love it.
I said this to her.
I tried
feel
it
like
once.
we're too old.
We're too old for Tinder.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
No.
Set your timeline in the right age, like 27 to 43.
Yeah.
You get real people. When you set it younger, they're not real.
I don't know.
They're
I
fucking
mean,
robots.
I met my girlfriend through podcasting. Like, yeah, I went to record an episode that just happened to be the
16, right?
yeah for 16 podcast. Please check
You
us
can
out.
plug it at the end of the fucking show. Look, let's continue with our.
No, but I just like recorded an episode at like where
Where's Waldo?
she was the guy that I was interviewing wanted to do it in like a private space. So
I'm
just like
sure.
let's go to my friend's house.
Yeah.
And now I'm
Go to
dating
my
her.
friend's house.
You're not getting anywhere with this one. No.
Let's get docked.
Dock it up.
By the way, if anyone wants to know about docking, just type docking sexual into your Google search. It will be probably the 5th or 6th image. It looks like a sea anemone swallowing another sea. I'm just
No, hold on, let's see what it is. It looks like a penis swallowing another penis.
Yeah, it does. It looks like a very intimate situation, and I
No, it doesn't look that intimate.
It is
really
intimate.
doesn't.
Well, no,
it really doesn't.
no one can
weird.
see. No one can see what
Hey,
you're doing. But it
it's
looks
like-
like he had to.
If you've got
roll-
your penis inside of another penis, it's intimate.
You
he
done
had to
done it.
roll the extra skin over.
Are you circumcised? Then you can't dock.
Yeah, and then you need to get a special tool, which we saw a
God
diagram
damn it.
for. It was just kind of like a tube that you both said penis is.
Nope, peni.
Peni?
Multiple.
Pinel.
Penis plural is peni.
Peni.
So you stick both peni into said tube,
You touch peni.
and I still don't feel like I feel like anal
Anal.
penetration it would be better than
Yeah,
docking.
no, I thoroughly
I agree.
agree that anal penetration is probably better than fucking docking.
But who am I? I am not a gay man.
Are
so
you
I
able to
can't-
judge?
I can't really. Yeah, exactly. I can't really
Mhm.
judge. Maybe just the sensation of tip against tip.
Tip to tip.
Tip,
Oh, God.
tip to tip. There is another picture of two fingers touching, which is if you want the
see it.
dumb.
Can you
down-
link it to the podcast?
I think we're gonna have
But like,
to.
You
tip-
better.
Is tip to tip that arousing?
Well, the head of the penis is actually
like
the most
scissoring.
sensitive.
However, they're more sensitive when you're circumcised. Or I'm sorry,
Are they?
uncircumcised.
Well, because
Okay.
you're not getting a lot of feeling, and that pulls back when.
Yeah,
insertion.
because when you're not
When did this
erect-
turn into a fucking
Uh,
docking
this-
podcast?
This is where we are.
I
We
like
should roll
The
to the
dockcast.
end before we get too far off topic. Let's end the podcast, the Futurama
Well, we're not
podcast.
even.
So that we can get
we're
back to
we're
talking
still
about
in like the
dicks.
third act. Like we haven't even gotten to like the end of the show
Well,
yet.
no, we're getting there, and
Mila and Chaz haven't even gone ice skating.
No, they haven't. Rocket
Rocket
skating.
skating,
God.
which we should. Well, I want to bring up the orphans, but if any of
Well, who
you
doesn't wanna
have,
okay, that time.
that, Dave,
I
what are you
already
doing?
have someone
I'm just
taking care
I'm
of
just
my
making
baby.
sure our guest is
Me.
okay.
Me, baby, me.
Yeah,
Make sure the guest is okay. Well,
Well, thank goodness for your consideration.
but I just have the
Since I'm the guest.
on
the
the
guest.
on the orphans. Just-
the orphanarium.
The orphanarium is just the only note that I have is we came here instead of eating today.
Aww.
But when Ash and I watched this earlier, that entire fucking scene is hilarious.
It is. It
Bob
really is.
Odenkirk is such a dick, but everything that they do is just like, all right, let's wait on the bus until the bus driver comes back from his haircut.
So,
Yeah.
so obviously, Chaz, the mayor's aide, rents out the entire rocket skating rink. Because Leela is talking about how busy it normally is, and that Fry once waited 6 hours in a line just to get her a ticket.
Which?
And he's like, oh, sounds like a nobody. So obviously, he's the mayor's aide, he has all these connections. But you know, as they're rocket skating, it kind of shoots off, and there's a bunch of there's the orphans from the orphanarium.
They don't even go rocket skating now.
Well,
I
they
feel like
can't.
No, they're standing because
They're standing.
The Zamboni.
Yeah, and he, the director of the orphanarium says, he's like, we're just not that important.
Yeah.
And then he says, all right, kids, let's just hold hands until the bus driver comes back from getting his hair cut.
Oh God.
But at one point, Leela does shove his mayor's aide badge into his fucking mouth.
So it's this is going to be like, I don't know if it's like I'm trying to make a big I think the Futurama writers are trying to make a grander point, but I just have
Futurama versus Authority in my notes. And the reason I bring that up, in juxtaposition with the cops that we see earlier, plus the mayor's aide being such a dick, and
Being baboon, Kurt.
and the scene that we're about to talk about, which is Fry traveling back in time to stop Nibbler, I feel like the Futurama writers have a real problem with Authority in general.
Nuh-uh.
Because everything that, especially in this episode, they continuously play authority figures or just characters trying to force other characters to do things as the utmost villain that they could possibly be. And we see that very early on with the cops, who will just like cite him for not picking up poop fast enough, to the mayor's aide, who is a complete fucking dickbag that won't let orphans skate with him, to Nibbler, a good person, but doing something that is against Fry's consent.
I don't necessarily.
Oh, but is Nibbler a good person?
But okay, so
Well, he's not technically a person.
I don't necessarily disagree with what you're saying. At the same time, I think they do a really good job with showing that no matter what someone's job description is, there's always fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Because, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say, and everyone can fucking hear it, I'm not one of those people that thinks all cops are fucking assholes. I don't think all cops are fucking assholes. I don't think all authoritative figures are fucking assholes. Do I think a lot of them are fucking assholes? Yes.
Sure.
I will say that in my general time in Harrisburg, the police in Harrisburg, they could care less about the petty shit. They have better things to do.
Yes, because you're a male and white.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Don't even get me fucking started on
I
that
have
shit.
mixed reviews
Don't
about
even
the
get me
Harrisburg
started on
PD.
Go across the river, though.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
Go
matter.
across the river.
That's why I moved to Harrisburg.
Yeah.
Because the fucking cops don't give a fucking shit. But you white and you male.
Yeah.
You be a black man.
Yeah.
And fucking
and definitely that will put things in
I will
perspective.
stop myself there.
No,
because
I
I have
understand
a
what-
lot of opinions about that.
We've talked about that
Loudly.
offhand.
I have a lot of opinions about
I mean,
that
I have a lot
fucking
of,
bullshit.
I have a lot of opinions too, definitely. But I will always be one of those people that's like, I don't know. I think they do a really good job of showing you the really shitty parts that fucking exist.
Well, because you see more of that.
Yeah.
Really.
Well,
Like,
but
when it
here's
comes
the thing,
down
I think
to
it should, like, to people who think that it never exists, like, it fucking exists. I think they do a really good job of showing that it fucking exists.
Well, bringing it back to
Us have to be.
this episode and just a like production standpoint, this was one of the episodes I found in my research that this was like planned from the beginning. Like they wanted to do this, and this
It was a crossover to like connect the initial episode
Continuity.
to future episodes.
Yeah.
I see, because they added the fucking shadow of
Nibbler.
though he's in there in the first episode.
It
Kind of.
was included in the
series.
pilot.
Yeah.
I found that I actually.
Suds pointed that out to us.
Well, no, I delved in and I found the original 1999 screening.
So long ago.
He was such a young.
He was such a little baby.
my
How old were you
God.
in 1999? Can we
I
Such
was
a young gentleman.
9.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Hurts.
we're old.
That
We're
hurts
old.
my brain. How old are you?
I'm 33.
Me too. High five.
And yet, I run the fucking podcast.
Oh,
Yes, you
well,
do.
good for you. Smash.
James, you didn't
But
see
this
that
was
coming?
planned from the beginning, that they would have Nibbler
That-
push
but-
Fry
but-
into the freezer
but-
tube.
Yes, it might have possibly been planned from the beginning. But was it really planned? I feel like there's
Yes.
a lot of continuity that was kind of planned, but like it got really in depth. Like
There-
yes,
yeah.
the whole Nibbler thing
There are a
possibly
lot-
was planned.
there are a lot of things that have been retconned in this show, especially with how fucked up the timeline is as we get into way later
past
episodes.
nastification.
Oh, the past nastification.
Wait, give me a second.
Verily.
No, just his Fry's like whole, just how he
Timeline.
responds to that. He's just kind of like, yeah, that was me. It's like a Bender moment. This guy. Yo.
Bender is good. B-E-N-D-E-R.
Bender.
Bender.
Mute.
B-E-N-D-E-R.
B-E-N-G-E-R.
Bender.
Mute.
Give me an E. Give me an A.
D-E-R.
My Wi-Fi password is Bender is great.
No,
Do you know what my Wi-Fi network is?
No.
Bite My Shiny Metal Network.
Everyone knows how to get to your Wi-Fi now.
Yeah,
That's
as
right,
soon as
yeah,
they're
yeah.
in town.
I don't even care. Get into Harrisburg.
Bite My Shiny Metal Network. Password Bender is great. No parentheses. No capitalization.
You can
I
see
mean,
all.
that's not-
If you listen to this, you are worthy to get into my network.
I mean, that's not helpful to our
Oh my
listeners
God, I
in
got
South
so
Africa.
Yeah. Go.
Continue, James.
That's not helpful to our listeners in South Africa, but
Yeah,
if you
good for
are
you
in
guys.
the
But if you
Harrisburg
come into
metropolitan
America
area,
and also Pennsylvania,
yes,
Yeah, that's a talkie.
come to
enjoy.
Pennsylvania.
Enjoy my network.
We're
fellas.
not as bad as everyone thinks.
I think we're great. I did.
We're great
We're
as a four-person
Yeah,
team.
the four of us sitting here now are great.
are
Okay.
fucking great. But like everyone else sucks dick.
So what part of it? Because what my point was, I was going to make this episode verifies what I was vehemently arguing during Roswell That Ends Well, that Fry is absolutely, definitely, 100% his own fucking grandfather.
No,
Yeah.
we came
Yeah,
to that
he is.
conclusion. Yeah.
Okay, well, I had to vehemently argue that part in Roswell That Ends Well.
With
Why?
fucking suds, probably.
Why?
Been talking about different timelines and blah 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 blah.
Well, because
That's bullshit.
Just
agreed.
suds wanting to argue against the
Bring
facts.
them to me. Bring them to me. I'll
So
suck
anyway,
that
this
bitch right.
episode verifies because he's his own grandfather. He
I'm
lacks
my
the
own
delta.
grandfather.
He lacks the
He lacks-
delta brainwave.
Because of the past nastification.
Past nastification.
We're bringing it back.
The nasty and the pasty.
He did do the nasty in the
I
past.
did do the
Yeah,
nasty.
he fucked his own grandma.
Anyway,
What?
Fry
Come back
decides
to
to
that, Jerry.
go. Well, this is what I wanted to bring, and we had kind of talked about this earlier. But Fry decides that the future is worth saving because Leela is in it.
Yes.
Yes.
No. Yeah. This is
No.
this is like the sweetest part. So Nibbler basically looks at him and is like, "Is there nothing in the future worth saving?"
We're
And
gonna
honestly,
get into the overly
out
sentimental.
out of everything Fry can think of in the future, even his friendship with Bender, whatever, he says Leela. Leela is the only thing he can think of
Yeah.
in the future that is worth saving.
And
Well,
we-
it gets a little emotional at one point when Fry actually starts to cry before he leaves.
well, yes, because he's very upset with Nibbler for.
I don't like to
forcing
be
him
lied
into
to.
He doesn't like
No.
being used.
Yeah, but that was after. That was after
Who
the fact.
does?
That was after the fact when he
Boars.
before he gets sucked into the different dimension with all the brains. Nibbler is basically talking about like, oh, your life, like we had to do this. He's like, yeah, something about his life. And he's like, yeah, but it was my life. And Fry is literally crying. He's like, yeah, but it was my life.
Yeah, but the
I'm like
It was
I'm
emotional.
welling up now.
It was
like,
very
thinking about
emotional.
it.
Stop
yeah.
it.
Yeah, but it was my life.
Pussy.
Stop it. James, you
So
okay?
anyway, the only thing Fry can think about saving, anything that is worth saving in the future
Is Leela.
is Leela.
His relationship with Leela, and this actually.
Well, and then
solidifies
Nibbler
it.
says, "Oh, the other one."
Yeah,
You
but
said
does that
something
even
like
come
that.
into play later? It doesn't. It doesn't.
No, not
Doesn't.
really.
No.
No, it doesn't. But in this episode, it sounds like.
It sounds epic, and
If-
you'd think that it was gonna come into play.
Yeah, but if we're going episode by episode,
I'm going on the whole.
Just
I
this
think
episode-
Preparation H feels good.
All right, we should wrap this up, and then we can.
Well, let's talk about the
then
end.
we can jump back and talk about things we didn't. Because the very last bit is Leela has split with Bob Odenkirk.
Chaz.
I'm just going to call him Bob Odenkirk.
Look,
Because
he's just a character.
He sounds
It is Bob
undeniably.
Odenkirk. It's most definitely Bob Odenkirk.
I'm the mayor's aide.
You know who I can't let down?
The mayor.
Ever.
I can't fail the mayor. Ever. But she is split with him, and this is when Fry comes back in after his venture. And
Did we skip the part where before when Fry goes back to December 31st, 1999, and the whole thing with Nibbler, and as he's being sucked away, he reminds him that Scooty Puff Jr. sucks!
in 1,000 years, I'll get right on it.
And then it's Scooty Puff Sr.
Yeah.
The Doombringer.
Yeah!
It is basically just a
James
Star
brought up a
Destroyer
good point.
ship.
Who the fuck was the narrator?
Yeah, who is doing the
1,000
voiceover
years
narration?
later.
Yeah, like the narrator. It's like, who the fuck?
Well, we should find out.
1,000 years later,
I'm
Fry
gonna guess
again
it's Billy
sets
West.
off his amazing bomb, but this time,
This time.
And it was the Scooty Puff Senior. So he does. Then he's back. So and I love how fucking Nibbler like Men in Blacks him.
Yes.
Like erases his fucking memory.
with his eye stalk.
Yeah.
He's like,
With his
well,
third
you'll never
eyeball.
remember any of
Why
this.
did everything just taste purple?
He's like, did everything just taste purple for a second?
But we
They got you a
get
flower, huh?
Yeah, he's like, I think I got this for you.
we get a really sweet moment
Oh,
here
God. Here we go.
with Fry and Leela's what I think Ashlie and I established as their first kiss.
Yeah, I believe this is their first kiss. Leela says something like, you may not be the most important person in the universe, but I'm really happy to see you. And Fry says, well, then that makes me the most important person in the universe.
Exactly.
I'm sure it does.
And she kisses
kisses
him
him
directly on the lips.
Right on the mouth.
Right on the mouth.
Right on the mouth. Is that Leela and Fry's first kiss?
Who knows?
Now, could that be considered docking as well?
I
No.
don't think so.
Different thing.
Because it's not two penises involved with one another.
Yeah.
The only way that
love it.
docking
That's
is
you want
docking is penises.
It's penis to penis.
Penis to dick to penis.
Not even
Penis
one
to
penis
dick.
was involved in that.
I like
All
that
the penises.
I like that you turned a really sweet moment that they were talking about into
Into
fucking docking.
I had to.
It was a very, because here's the thing, I mean, obviously Futurama is a comedy, but however, there are still scenes in certain episodes, or entire episodes, that have made me be like, oh,
Don't even get me
God.
started about Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park makes me
I
cry every
can't.
fucking
Yeah.
time.
I can't. That's why
I think
refuse.
I was the only one who teared up for
Or
that episode.
Leela's Origins.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Leela's Origins is one.
I had
and
to
I know I was on
explain
that
everything
episode.
at the end, so.
I know I was on Leela's Origins.
And
You
you
were,
got
yeah.
all.
That episode makes me cry. The montage.
Oh, at the end with
Yeah.
the fucking birthday and the presents.
Yeah.
Oh my God, get out of here.
Yep.
What was the episode everyone started to cry on?
Luck of the
Jurassic Park.
Fryrish.
Jurassic Park, Seymour.
No,
Oh
Luck
my
of the
God.
Luck of the
I
Fryrish
can't do it.
was the one that when we tried
No,
when we
fuck
were
that
trying
one.
to quote,
Fuck that one.
No one could hold
you
their
are
shit together.
so wrong.
No, I am not.
Yes, you are.
Luck of the
Maybe.
Fryrish is great, and it
Well,
is
I'm
sad.
sorry. Maybe
but
I'm wrong. You all
Jurassic Park
Jurassic Park
kills
man.
me every time. Come on, they have this Seymour montage.
I
He's
know.
just waiting.
He's waiting and waiting and waiting.
Why are you making me sad right now?
Because Jurassic Park.
All right, did we skip anything?
No, we talked about what we could talk about.
Talk about
Let me
enough
look at
shit.
my shitty notes.
Yeah. Check your blue, sky blue pen shitty nose.
I have nice handwriting.
Oh, the only thing that I think we missed is when Fry goes back to the future. And
Get out of here, DeLorean.
Here he is. Yeah.
finds Nibbler and he's just like, we can't, my species can't travel back in time. He's like,
Oh,
but
yes.
I've cleaned your poop in the future. And it's like, that's possible. We live long and are celebrated poopers.
Yes. No. This is very, very important. We find out Nibbler didn't go back in time. Nibbler just lives a really fucking long time.
Yep.
Old as shit.
Also, we did skip a part that is really fucking hilarious.
Okay.
Nibbler was the one that called and ordered the pizza that Fry delivered.
Yes.
I.C.
He said, I hereby want to order. But at one point, what's his name? That is talking to. We know he owns
Mr. Panucci.
Yes, he's talking to obviously talking to Mr. Panucci on the phone. And Mr. Panucci at one point says, "Talk louder. It sounds like you got some kind of tiny head on you or something," which is hilarious.
Because he does have a tiny
He does have a tiny fucking
tiny
head.
Yeah.
So it is very important to note, Nibbler did not go back in time.
He was just old.
Nibbler was always there.
lineage.
Yeah.
Linear.
Well, this is more continuity here. They fixed all that, so we know kind of know what's going to happen. Actually, no, and it makes sense when you guys said the other one.
The other one.
That actually makes a lot of sense to a certain extent.
But the other one.
But what does she do though?
The other one could mean a lot of things. She might not necessarily be, with Fry, but
right,
she
so
is the
after-
driving force behind Fry.
Not
In the
until
previous
the
brain
very end of the series when we see the universe, the timeline reset itself completely.
Yeah.
No, that's
She's
what I was
the
gonna say.
other one.
Yeah, she is the other one.
They are, and here,
But if we're only going episode by episode, and we're not trying to reach too far.
Yeah, but what they come to the conclusion at the end of the series, which
Let's jump forward.
No, yeah, well, we do this a lot. The last episode is by far my favorite episode.
It's a fucking amazing ending to the fucking series.
It's so perfect.
It's great. It's
Thank you.
fucking brilliant.
And how they always should, for like a show that is as smart as Futurama is, it's the best way that they could have ended
No, I
the series.
concur.
Oh,
I
wow,
concur.
that's white.
Although now that Matt Groening is doing a new show,
A fantasy show.
Disenchantment.
Yes.
What is that? When is that? I don't have cable.
Not
Next-
until next
year.
But
Which we can talk. We'll talk more about.
Abby Jacobs from Broad City.
So this isn't a.
That's my bitch.
Yeah, Abby.
They're doing the full
So this
Lord
isn't
of the Rings.
This is not an animated series.
No, it'll be animated.
It's animated.
Oh, it's an animated series.
Not in the canon of this show.
You need to lighten up and take it for what it is because it will be awesome animation.
Heard that before.
That's what he said.
Lighten up and take it as it is. That's what I heard before I got raped. Just kidding. Ha
Oh, we just brought this serious.
Whoa!
Like full blown.
Not a big momentum builder on the old comedy podcast.
Let me just bring everything to a screeching halt.
Well,
Like a plane flying into a
That's what I
mountain.
do. Like a plane flying into a field in Pennsylvania.
just like
In
that soccer team.
2001.
That ate each other.
Yeah.
No, they didn't need each other in Pennsylvania.
No, alive.
I know what you're talking about.
What
I was
soccer team had
referencing
a plane accident in Pennsylvania?
Her comment.
Not in Pennsylvania, no.
No, I was talking about the soccer team that had a plane accident where they ate each other.
All
Look,
of it.
we can get into plane accidents in Pennsylvania.
9/11.
All Jesus
There
Christ.
it is.
See?
That. See now,
That
everyone.
was my initial joke, but y'all just glossed over it.
Everybody
didn't
didn't know what we were talking about. Now
Is it
they're
terrible?
on board.
Go ahead and hate me. My name is T-Rex on Twitter.
Oh.
All the Australian and New Zealanders are going, that was fucking funny.
Well, we liked her, but then now.
Oh, that poor field. That plane burned up so much
yeah,
corn.
Yeah. I know.
Damn farmers.
Damn farmers. Branching into the next bit, we're ongoing with where in the hell was Scruffy?
Alright, now, I will say what I normally say.
Well, hang on. Before we get into what he was doing in
Where
this
he actually
episode,
was. Voter turnout.
With a resounding 88% of the vote,
And
our
I
Twitter
agree.
poll decided that Scruffy was reading Zero G Jugs.
Was that like 3 votes? Is that 88%?
Like,
That is not mathematically possible.
I'm sorry, 7 votes.
Other options were 6% he was repairing Pazuzu damage, 2% building the bacterial spew chamber, 4% nursing.
not capable.
Not sure what that is, but
nursing?
apparently several of our listeners thought that was a thing. And of course, the winner by a massive margin was reading Zero G Jugs.
Of course.
Because that's what fucking Scruffy is doing.
Or
I
eating
would,
chips.
you know what? I would like to think Scruffy is doing more than just that.
What-
I mean, obviously, a lot of times when a camera shifts to Scruffy, he's reading a porno mag.
Well,
But he's got to be doing more than that.
Also
what do you think he was
masturbating
doing
to
during
it.
this episode?
Does Scruffy ever talk about having a family
No.
or not having a family?
Well, he has Jackie Jr.
So,
Wash bucket.
Making love to Wash Bucket.
Making
That's what
love to
Scruffy is
Wash
doing.
Bucket. Holy fuck! How did we come up with
Well,
that?
that'll be the next one.
Write it down. Mark it 8, dude.
Loving Wash Bucket.
Market 8!
I feel like Scruffy
I think
was
Scruffy is
reading Zero G Jugs
Oh, that will forever be an option.
and also combing his mustache.
We're getting a new haircut.
I was just gonna say getting a $500 haircut,
Exactly.
but it wasn't. He was getting a $50 haircut.
Because that one has lost its pizzazz.
It has lost its.
I really want to think more about this because I want to think of more intricate
What Scruffy could be doing.
what Scruffy could be doing.
What would he not be doing?
I will say in the canon of this episode, I think he was at a Dave Matthews concert.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, Scruffy
A
would never
Dave
listen to Dave
Matthews
Matthews.
Head concert.
A Dave Matthews Head concert, yes.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you.
Scruffy would never listen to DMB.
Yes, he would.
I can see Scruffy digging
I
on
know
the
who
crash.
Scruffy
You want to know
getting
who?
down with some fucking
You want to know who
DMB.
Scruffy listens to? Hank Williams.
Tom Waits.
Yeah, I might agree with you on that.
Tom Waits.
But there's no way DMB falls into the.
Scrufftastic?
Yeah, no.
I think he does. I think
That's
he does.
Scrufftastic. I like it.
Well, let us know what you think Scruffy was doing during this episode.
Remember-
Post in the comments.
Fart Museum.
Fart Museum. He was at the Fart Museum.
He went and dusted off heads before he went to DMB at Madison Cube Garden.
I mean, Scruffy has to
Farted.
have some awesome,
Side projects that he
Yeah.
does.
yeah.
Scruffy is Ron Swanson as Douglas.
Actually, you have a good point.
I do.
I could see the Ron Swanson part. Definitely.
Is this just Scruffy's part-time job? We don't even know.
I want to
Scruffy
say
might
yeah.
have
yeah.
a full-time job.
I feel like Scruffy is already set. He is fucking tenor.
That's why I gotta know what the fuck. I bet Scruffy has an awesome fucking house.
I bet Scruffy has an awesome fucking.
Yo, he
The-
lives at the...
The genesis of what was Scruffy doing
Just saying.
came from it's from an episode, The Bots and the Bees,
Yeah.
when the entire Planet Express crew is called back to the building, and all you see is Scruffy rides up to the building on a llama, jumps off and says, "All right, back to Paraguay with you."
Yep.
What the fuck was Scruffy
I
doing?
feel like
He's probably in the
pronounces
CIA.
Paraguay wrong now.
I think Scruffy lives a rich outer life. And that's why I want,
Well, that's why I'm
Obviously.
upset that you're only giving Scruffy these few basic things he could be doing.
we'll come up with some other stuff.
Yeah, but
Well, I
you know
gotta
Scruffy
give me
is
time to think.
All right,
passionate about Zero G Jugs.
He loves them. And potato chips.
He is probably reading Zero G Jugs. As
I
88% of our listeners decided.
Our reading.
Do you want to jump into Slurmies?
Yeah, let's get the Slurmies in.
All right.
Oh, we're gonna let our guest and our guest host go first.
Yeah.
You guys get to choose who gets to go first.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah.
Rock, paper.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Damn it. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Make.
I'm going first. All right.
All right.
I'm gonna give this 5 Slurpees.
All right.
Solid.
This is definitely one of my favorite episodes. I love everything about it. I mean, obviously, I love Zoidberg. There's not a ton of Zoidberg in this, but
At
the
the beginning.
Zoidberg that is in it is amazing.
It's a little bit of Zoidberg and his blowhole that we never see again.
Yeah. The blowhole. That's amazing, which we've never seen before. We never see again.
So many things.
I love. It shows the importance of Fry and why Fry was even fucking brought to the future.
Yeah.
I love that it's verified that that Nibbler was there to send Fry to the future, because we knew Nibbler was around, but we didn't technically 100% know why Nibbler was there when he was there. I love that. For me, I'm trying to think back. This is Fry and Leela's first kiss. So it kind of sets like a different kind of precedent with that whole relationship. I think it's fucking hilarious. I love that, Fry is stupid, but Fry is also not stupid at the same time.
Yeah.
I love the pineapple part for some reason, when it just shows Fry trying to eat a pineapple hanging from a rope. When they scan him and they say that there's like minimal brain activity and it might be a dead weasel. Like, that's just so fucking funny
we
to
didn't
me.
even talk about that.
Yeah, no, when the brain's scanned and there's like, minimal brain activity, it might be a dead weasel or a cartoon viewer. So it's almost like they're jabbing the people that love to watch, that love Futurama. I love the jokes.
Yes.
I love the animation. The animation in this show, which we didn't really talk about, is fucking awesome. Even like that little part where Fry was kind of sucked when he was sucked back to the future. That part.
When his like little fucking face, like
Yeah, and it's just like, it's
that
amazing.
Weird,
The whole animation is fucking great. I love the Scoop Puff Jr. I like that it then becomes the Scoop Puff Senior. I think it's all great. I don't know, all about it. Every aspect of it is awesome.
Hell yeah.
So 5 out of 5.
5. Yeah,
You
I'm
got
gonna
a
give it
5.
I'm gonna give it a solid fucking 5. I think not only is this a great episode, but I think this is an episode that kind of, if at the time you were watching the show and you were watching it episode by episode, this was a huge fucking episode to be watching.
All right. Tessa, you have Slurmy.
4.62.
4.62.
I love this episode. It's a great fucking episode.
Is there any rationale behind that
The
number?
0.62?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of rationale. Will I share it? No.
Okay.
Deal with it.
She's going against.
Do I have a
going
point?
against
Yes.
the explanation.
Well, I tell you what that point is. No.
You have to save it for the Australians that hit you up on
Oh,
Tinder
well, I
now.
meant the Australians.
You need to specify what your Instagram and
I'm
all
more
that
interested
is.
in the New
My
Zealanders.
Instagram is
Well, we'll get that. We'll get.
deal with it.
We'll
There's
get
going to be a lot of international fucking going on after this
Let's
podcast.
hope, gentlemen.
Hey man, I'm working for that dual citizenship.
I like it.
I lost that. I don't have it anymore.
Why would you have dual citizenship?
I was born in Japan.
Why not? Oh, right. Yeah, I bet you were.
That went away after a while.
Well, yeah, I mean, none of his parents are legal Japan citizens.
Once you
Yes,
turn
I-
18,
You have to
Japanese
re-up.
doctrine is that you have to choose one or the other.
Oh, all right. Well, that makes sense.
So I live in Pennsylvania.
You
so
can't do both?
no.
That's why you need to
Fuck
marry.
you.
You need to marry someone from another
Japan.
country.
The Japanese do not like me.
You're not nerdy.
Even though
enough.
it's-
Surprisingly so.
Even though I was born in Yokosuka.
You're not nerdy enough.
Yeah.
You're not tall enough.
Damn, that's racist.
No offense.
We're not going to get into that right
All
now.
right, yeah, but I do have a 4.62.
I love the
That has a-
episode.
Any reason for that beyond it just being a weird number?
No, it's not the Farnsworth Parabox episode.
Okay.
That's my 5. That's my 5.
Oh, we have that coming up.
I know. I
That's
think I'm.
pretty
I
soon,
feel
too.
like I'm gonna be on that one too, unless Suds overbooked.
So you're not gonna check the damn fucking schedule.
Don't do it on the show,
Check
you
it.
asshole.
Check it.
You have to do your
Check.
thing.
But no, great fucking episode. Hilarious. Wyatt Fry. Love it. But I'm very specific about my love for the show. I'm not just gonna give it a 5.
I understand that, and I'm gonna give this a 4.5 because I really love this episode, but as Ashlie and I were watching and talking about it earlier, there are just so many other episodes that have a stronger resonance with me.
Yeah.
That is like, because I couldn't even, I love this episode, but when I was trying to place it, I couldn't even put it in top 10.
I'm gonna agree with you.
Because I kept thinking, just like, well, what about, I mean, obviously, like, Luck of the Irish, but Jurassic Park, and then, but Teenage Mutant Leela's Hurdles, but Game of Tones, but, like, I kept thinking, like, other episodes that I love so much.
When you said Wyatt Fry, I had to. Which episode is this? Oh yeah, that's right.
So
it's solid when you get into it.
I love this episode so much, and as we had mentioned, I think it is one of the first times that we see Fry and Leela actually be intimate.
Yes. Yeah.
So I will love it forever for that.
Well, I think what really fucks us up is knowing we have this entire series. We know what happens after these episodes.
Yeah.
So I try really hard to literally go episode by episode.
Yeah.
Try to pretend like I don't know what happens next. And I think that's why I gave this episode a 5, is because if I didn't know any of the episodes that happened after this one, there was so much solid information into all of it that came into this episode.
Well, that's where I'm going to say I am going to be the lowest. I give this a 4. Look, 4 is still, I like this episode a lot, but this whole season, there are a lot of high. Or my last.
What season is Season 4?
It would technically be season 5.
Production season 5.
Yeah.
Season.
So
Solid.
this whole season has episodes like you already mentioned, the Farnsworth Paradox, 300 Big Boys, which is one of my favorite fucking episodes.
Don't even get me started.
I just saw this red-headed blur.
100 goddamn cups of coffee.
Go ahead.
Boom.
That looks like a great smoke. Just smoke it. Smoke.
Come on, puff.
Get to
But
it.
like this whole season is elaborating more, and they get right into Fry and Leela's relationship, which is leading up to the last 5 or 6 seasons. The movies plus the 3 Comedy Central, whatever you want to call them. So, like, everything they are panning out in this season is great. I have to give this a 4. I love this episode, but I wouldn't give it a 5. I wouldn't give it an anywhere. I just want to give it a nice round, even number. That I see that. But like, they're
It's
more.
not upper echelon, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
Polly Shore.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah. The Weasel.
The Weasel.
Hey, Polly Shore was just recently in New Cumberland.
Yep.
What?
I was pissed that I didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, for what reason?
He had like a stand-up comedy show.
Oh, you mean at Doc Holiday's?
Yeah, and at
the
Comedy Zone.
Yeah, and he went
Right next to
to
Boomerang.
Fucking bar.
and he went to Yak and Yeti.
Yeah, he went and like got some like fucking food someplace, and Penn Live was like, oh god,
Oh,
a
Penn Live-
famous person.
Yeah, Penn Live had a
ate
huge
somewhere.
raging fucking boner.
Fucking
Polly
strong.
fucking Shore.
Oh my
Penn
God,
Live is
Polly
stupid.
Shore.
As
Yeah,
I was saying,
that's
this is
not-
a great
You don't have to
episode.
get it.
I'm gonna gloss over what you guys
Let's
say.
not get distracted.
It's a great episode, but the leading up to better episodes. Far
Alright.
better.
See, I tried really hard to rate, pretending like I don't know what other
I'm not.
episodes are coming.
We don't need to do that.
I do. That's how I do it.
No,
We go episode by episode.
I compare all the episodes to the
Yeah.
I just
episode
rate them
in the
as
top
they
five.
are, as I think it. Do either of you have anything you want to plug before we wrap this up?
Come to River City Blues Club and Dart Room on 819 South Cameron Street, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
right.
It's my bar. We're great.
She has a couch.
I do. You want to see it?
Especially Australians and New Zealanders.
Hello.
And my
Asked to speak to the manager.
I want to speak with your manager.
Well, I'll manage that, girl.
You didn't see that coming? Yeah.
I literally have nothing to plug. I honestly have absolutely
You
zero.
don't have
nothing
a
to plug.
podcast or
Haven't done it in a while.
Yeah, but you should at least make people aware that
Well,
it's coming.
so there's a podcast that's coming. It's called Lost in Stereo.
Okay.
And it's just all about music. It's about music I like. It's about the music my friends like. It's about the music my guests like.
Alright.
I don't know, if there's one cool thing about me, I have amazing taste in music. I'm kind of snobbish in a way.
She's jacking off right now as she says it.
I am literally jacking. I'm docking with myself under the table.
Yes.
Finger bang.
Making that
finger-banging
couch
myself.
dirty. That's
Somehow-
what she's doing.
And I'm gonna
Docking was
sterilize
the
it
thread.
later, guys.
Lost in Stereo does have a Facebook.
Okay.
It's Lost in Stereo
That means
podcast.
it's official.
Search that. I have an Instagram, but I literally don't have a fucking phone, so I haven't really updated it.
So I won't worry about that so much.
Yeah,
We'll
no.
plug it anyway, so our Australians can see
Literally,
what
no
you
one
do.
has no one has ever followed me from this fucking podcast.
The old Aussies.
No one. No one who
You
listens
don't
to
know
the
that.
podcast
You
has
don't
ever
know-
followed me.
You don't know that.
But
No, just a
follow
bunch
her
of,
now.
porn bots.
What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Ashlie Squid. My name is spelled weird. It's ASHLIE. And then literally the word squid. Because I love cephalopods.
Fucking follow her.
Follow her.
One
DM
day,
her.
One day I'll have a phone. Yeah, don't. I mean,
give her the DM. All the DMs.
slide right into my DMs. Only people
Jesus
who can give me,
Christ.
only people who can offer me dual citizenship.
If you want to give Ashlie citizenship
American
to Australia,
boys, fuck off.
no, she is not doing that.
No, fuck her. I want
Not apply.
citizenship.
I want citizenship.
Dual
What's
citizenship.
your DM?
You know who I would love to meet? If there's anyone that listens from like fucking Iceland,
Ooh.
I want to
Free
meet
healthcare?
a beautiful Icelandic man.
Honestly, if it's anybody who's not American, hook it up.
They're on board.
We're trying to get out.
TREXXX.
We're trying to bail. all of
American
us.
men are the fucking worst.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, you guys
We're
suck.
terrible. But
Eiffel
James
Tower.
and Dave, high
Terrible.
five.
Eiffel
They're
Tower.
docking.
Yeah.
They're docking each
We'll find out
other.
later.
Are we docking?
They are docking
We're docking.
under the table.
I mean, after the show.
No, right now.
All right. As always, follow me on Twitter at Gorilla Karate.
You can follow me on Instagram at DevWoodsSal.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Off you go, apparently.